I'll just do a
Cool.
real quick one. Guys, this is another battle report for the 3 box challenge. So thank you for stopping by. My opponent today is Rich. We've already done a pretty extensive introduction and a review of my 3 box challenge roster that I brought on video on Rich's channel. So if you want to check that out, you can see the game from his perspective as well, and check out all his other great videos and great content on his YouTube channel. And I'm going to work to get you guys a link to that as soon as the video's over. So thanks everyone for stopping by, and let's get that priority roll underway.
Perfect. And wow, starting the game with 3 blanks and
I got
2
one.
fails. I've got Scarlet Witch in my roster, right? So that counts
That's a
for
sign.
priority
That's
rolls as
right.
well. Yeah.
Oh my god. All right.
Okay. Cool.
So what do I want to choose? So do you have any crises that do not come from the core box?
I do. I'm running Mutant Extremist,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm running Cosmic Invasion.
Okay. Well, I
Just
think I would
to
rather play on one of those than the others. So I think I'm going to hedge my bets, and I'll say I'll take the blues. I'll take secures.
okay. Perfect.
What
Oh.
we got here? All right, I'm going to try this one out. Tried the other one last game. Didn't work out so well for me.
um.
Yeah, last game I had to play against Utility Cookie. It was my first round.
Oh
And
dear Lord! Nobody needs
he,
that as a warm-up game, do they?
he dismantled me. But it was a masterclass on what you can do with just 3 boxes, though.
Yeah.
His roster had excellent synergy, and he was playing it very well. So it's one of those games where you do not mind losing. All right. Looks like you're locked in. So, boop.
We're definitely playing 17 because
I went for Extremis, and you got Struggle for the Cube. Ah, that's the one I wanted you to pick. Ha ha!
oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah, so
This is
I was hoping
this
not
is the demo
Skrulls.
game, right?
Is it? Yeah, it is actually. There you go. All right.
Um, just looking at the map here, I'm just going to quickly, even though this is the demo game, it's been a while since I've played these. Okay. I. Hmm.
Oh, yeah, you're able to turn the board around, right? That's what we're doing.
Yeah, I'm just going to just quickly check. Don't want that side. Yeah, I'm gonna flip this. We don't need to move any of the tokens because I've just flipped it at 180.
Okay,
So
that works.
yeah, I'm gonna take this side.
Okay. Let's see.
So that
So
looks good to me. So 17. Okay.
one of our cosmic cubes is inside the ambulance. Whoops. Yeah. What do I take at 17? Okay, so is there a way I can open this up? So we got cosmic cubes. I'm probably going to be seeing a lot of Froze from Magneto, and I'm probably going to be seeing a lot of other stuff that just wants to punch me. I know Scarlet Witch has the Mystic attacks, but there's not much I can do about that. So I think we probably just go with a bunch of big beefy boys and hope to ride this one out.
Um, I think that's what we go for. And then the. Oh, why is? Oh no, I do know why that's there. Okay. I looked at a card then and I was like, that's not usually my in my hand, but yeah, it's 5. Okay.
Think
Yeah, I think.
definitely need to use that.
Or do we want to swap? No, because we want to play this. We not too bothered about that. So yeah, okay. I am ready. That's why. That's what I always think when rolling priority with Blackadder. Surely the skull counts. Yeah. Unfortunately, Daz, that is not the case.
Right.
Okay, I am ready when you are, buddy.
Oof. I'm still deciding on one tactics card. There's a couple I could use here. You know what? I'm gonna try this one because I don't think I've played it yet, and I want to see what I can do with it. All right, I'm ready. Let's do. Where's that auto activate thing? Boop.
Okay. Click that auto activate button. Let's get the streamer view up as well, just because that makes it all the more nicer.
Mm-hmm. You can check out how my icons don't show up properly. I think
Yeah.
one game I think I was running 6 Okoyes or something. It was great.
Yeah, they do when you move them across, don't they? So, unsurprisingly, 6 wide.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was to be expected.
One of the advantages of this roster is going 6 wide at 17. You got to go 6 wide at 17. That you just have to do that to capitalize on why you're taking the characters you're taking.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely.
Oh, we both brought Zemo. Which one's the scroll?
Probably yours. Probably yours. Working
Yeah.
for Nick Fury.
Yeah, he's mine because he's the real one's hanging out with the Winter Soldier in the box that I didn't take. That was the other thing I
Absolutely.
was going to mention actually. So in building this roster, if I had to go back and do it again, I might swap the Okoye and Shuri box out for for the Winter Soldier and Vision box. I'm not sure if I would lose Captain Marvel for Vision or what, but number one, I would do that for the absolute meme content of running, Falcon, Winter Soldier, and Zemo in the same roster, and I would also do it because it has field dressing in it, which can be really helpful in this roster. And I think that like when you have a million characters on the table that are all getting dazed, that might actually turn on Winter Soldier's reactionary attacks like
Yeah.
more than it has in other rosters. So it was something I was considering, but I ended up just going with the cheap one.
No, it makes sense. It makes sense. Cool. Okay, buddy. Well, you are first to deploy.
Nice. All right, I like it. I see 2 flying characters. I brought Bird of Prey. That was my last minute ad. So
There you go. There you go.
all right. So you've got 4 characters. I'm gonna deploy 2 after, like 2, 1-ish, 2, 3, 4. I think I'll have 2 deployments after you've done everything. So
No, you'll just get one, I
is it
think.
1? Okay.
Because you'll go first and last, won't you? Which will be either
Yeah.
end of mine.
Yeah. Numbers are so hard, man. Let me tell you. So I think I'm gonna go with like a low commitment move and put somebody in the middle that can get to many different places. So let's go with. I'm gonna go with Okoye. No. Let's put Iron Fist down kind of in the middle of the table because he can get to lots of different places if he wants to with his flying kick.
I'm going to start with Monsieur Zemo.
Mm-hmm.
Who's going to go front and center, just there.
Sounds good. All right, I'm also going to put my Zemo down. He's going to go in the middle of the table as well. Oh, did that touch him? No, let's just move that over a bit so he's not like on top of the other base. And then we're good to go.
Okay. Quicksilver next, and just here.
Okay. All right. Oh, I see what's going to happen there. I don't like it. He's got wall crawler, does he?
He does have a wall crawl, yes.
Yeah, so he can run right over the Daily Bugle and the fire truck too.
He can run anywhere he wants. Yeah.
No bueno. All right, let's do Sam Wilson, middle of the board, because long movement, flight. He's pretty able to go wherever he wants. It's the other thing I like about this roster. You can just kind of throw a bunch of mobile characters in the middle of the board, making your opponent make decisions during deployment, and you don't really have to until you see how it shakes out where they're putting their characters. Nice. Okay.
I really wish we could pass deployment. Like I have less than you, so I pass.
Well, yes and no, because Black Order.
Yeah, good point. Yeah, just pass.
Can you imagine?
Pass.
No, no, thank you. It's bad enough when they do that in the game. I want them doing it in deployment too. So I've got War Machine here. I'm gonna throw him down on the side over there.
Okay. And then Magneto is going to just hook himself up to his new best buddy, Baron Zemo.
Got it. Let's do. So I've got Okoye and Luke Cage left. Magneto's there. Okay, so Scarlet Witch and Quicksilver are the Brotherhood characters that you can presumably Asteroid M to. There it is. Yeah, you took it. I'm gonna fly in on my giant spaceship, guys. Hello.
Yep, exactly that.
Okay, so I think I'll drop Luke Cage on the left over here.
Okay. Lastly, then, I will put down my first construct of the game.
Oh, you have to wait until after we're done deploying, right? I think.
Have you? You did have two left. Ah,
yeah,
okay.
I'm sorry.
Miscounted then.
I was just hesitating, but I didn't want to
Yeah,
interrupt
sorry,
you.
mate. I must have miscounted then.
It's all good.
Yeah, I thought you were only.
I dropped Okoye up here on top of the building.
Perfect. Yeah.
All right, now I think we're off to the races.
There we go.
Good luck,
There
man.
we go. Yeah, good luck, buddy. I hope the dice are fair. Let's just do this.
May they spike for both of us.
may they spike for Magneto.
No.
Cool. Okay, well, over to you.
All right. So with you putting Quicksilver down on the side of the board, I really don't like the idea of him randomly running all the way over to my side of the board and grabbing that cube. So I'm going to try and take it before he gets a chance to do that. That seems like real bad for me. So I'm going to move Baron Zemo off the building over to here.
Oh.
I think he should be able to get there. Yeah, looks fine. So he's just going to run like to the other side of that thing there. He'll pay 1 power. Where's he? Doop. And he'll pick that up. And then he's going to run away like a little girly man and fight somewhere else that is better, because that's what a tactician would do. So I'm going to just move him to within range 1 of the Extremis console that's on my side of the board.
Yep.
Place here. And if I can, I'm going to slide him all the way up next to the building. TTS might have an argument with me, though. So let's try. Oh, God. What is happening? There we go. So he's got his back against the wall, but he wants to be there. He's finished, and then it's over to you.
Okay. So who you got? You got Kaya. Let me move. Magneto will go first. He's going to activate. He's going to spend 2 power.
Mm-hmm.
He's going to pick up this dumpster here and throw it into the electrical hut.
Nice.
Here.
So when terrain of equal sizes hits each other, they both blow up. That is not the same rule as a character of an equal size getting thrown into a piece of terrain. For that to happen, a soft, squishy character getting thrown into it must be bigger than the terrain. So you're doing that because your leadership, right?
Yeah, so I'm doing that because Magneto's leadership, once per turn, every character can gain a maximum of 1 power from terrain destroyed. So if I destroy a size 3 terrain, I generate 3 power that I can distribute out.
Mm-hmm.
But because I threw a 2 into a 2, that's 4 in total.
Mm-hmm.
So Magneto spent 2 to gain 1 back himself, but more importantly, give 1 to each of the other characters.
Yep. So he basically has advanced R&D on a stick every time something blows up.
It's nice.
Yeah, it's real good.
Magneto is then. Oh, do we? Who have you got? Sam can go in push. Yeah, okay, we're not too bothered about that.
And if I can damage him with Sam, that'd be great.
He's going to go in here and spend his last power
Okay.
to pick up a power cube. And that shall be it for Magneto's turn.
Sounds good. Alright, what are we doing here? Okay, I think I'm going to go with... I like that idea. Yeah, let's give that a shot. Okay. I'm going to go with War Machine.
Oh.
Oops, that's the wrong thing.
You wish War Machine moved that far.
Oh God, can you imagine? Basically got a rocket ship under him, right? So he's going to head over here to within range 1 of the cube fragment.
Okay.
Oh, come on, where's the place thing going? Stupid tool. There we go. So that should keep him within range 1 there. And then he's going to pay a power to grab the cube fragment.
I think he needs another power because it was actually inside the ambulance. So I think it needs to...
You got to really wrench that thing out of there. It's like picking up Thor's hammer. It's impossible. I can't get in there. There's doors. After that, he's going to take a jog over to this Extremis console and see if he can't get prepared to get squashed by Scarlet Witch. I figure if anyone on my team can survive it, he's got a 3 Mystic defense, the blue defense, and also takes 1 less damage from attacks. So hopefully he won't just get completely obliterated by her.
No, it makes sense. I pass.
Sounds good. Makes me make another decision, which I hate, but that's okay. Where do we go with these guys? Let's see. How far away is Magneto? That's close enough. I can make that work. I don't think this is going to work. Well, maybe. Alright, if I jump up there, do I get diced by Zemo? Probably. Am I willing to risk it? Probably. Alright, I'm going to see if I can't get Iron Fist up here. So we're going to move to the end of my movement tool and try to be within range of Magneto. I think we got it. So,
yep.
After that movement, I'm going to have him use the flying kick. So it's range 3, 4 dice physical into Magneto. I automatically gain a power, and I get to teleport to you. So 4 dice. There's a crit. Not a bad start, man.
1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, Magneto takes 2.
Wow. Okay. Unfortunately, I only gained the 1 power. All right. So I don't really want to be like right next to Zemo, because that would probably be a poor decision. How about we go? I'm just gonna pull myself back as far as I can towards that police car. Right in the middle of the board, so I have options later. And he's going to go there. Let's see, do I want to do that now? Yeah, there might be a... What are the chances that Scarlet Witch can get one attack on him. Probably move up and shoot him from range 4. Baron Zemo has enough power to charge in and mess up his day. So that means Baron Zemo can probably get 2 attacks on me. With martial artists, I don't hate my chances of surviving that, but I also don't love it either. So I'm considering playing Advanced R&D because he's got 2 power to start the game with and 3 power or the third power he just earned, and that can be, useful to the other guys I've got on the field right now. But if he gets squashed by Zemo randomly here, that's not going to happen. So do I take the guarantee and do it now, or do I wait and see if your dice daze me? I think it's probably better if I just do it now. I don't want to give the farm away anyway. So we'll do, where is it, Advanced R&D? I'm going to have him spend 2 power. He's going to give 1 power to Captain America, and he's going to give 1 power to Luke Cage.
Oh.
So Iron Fist is done, and he's going to get a little green check mark.
Okay. Well, you definitely have given me something to think about. Which way to do it? Because Danny has advanced martial artist, doesn't he, or whatever the terminology is.
That's correct. So normal martial arts is that you can count blanks in defensive rolls. Normally they don't count for anything, but he can say, I count my blanks when rolling dice in defense. Normal martial arts, you can only do that from range 2, which is like the purple stick that you see there. But with Danny Rand, he's an excellent martial artist. He's a master, if you will. So he can extend that range of counting blanks to a range 3 attack, like Baron Zemo's. What do they call it? Not looking at it.
Which one?
Steel Rush.
Master
right? Steel Rush is a range
yeah.
3 attack. So normally martial artist characters wouldn't count their blanks if he was out at the actual range 3. But with Danny, you've got a chance.
Yeah, absolutely. Zemo spends 2 charges.
Yep. Get right up in there. So that extra 2 power, or the extra 1 power from your Brotherhood leadership, man.
Yeah, it makes a big difference.
It does, yeah.
And then a sword strike into the Immortal Iron Fist of Kunlun.
Yeah.
So right, 5 dice physical.
Into 3 defense.
And that's 2 so far, but we do have a wild on there, which is giving us a bleed.
Mm-hmm.
Baron Zemo has this really cool thing where he just gets to re-roll 1 dice.
He's a
every single
genius.
time. 3.
All right, so I count 2 blanks, so I block 2 and take 1 damage.
So you take 1 damage, and I will give you a bleed token, sir.
Ugh. Oh, I put that damage on the wrong character. My bad. Let's come over here to the right character. There we go.
And Helmet Zemo will do exactly the same thing again.
Mm-hmm.
So the reason I can do another attack is because the charge is both a move and an attack in a single action.
Yep.
Which is quite useful.
The height of efficiency here. We're doing 2 things for one thing.
That is a much nicer roll.
I got the same thing as last time. 2 blanks and a hit.
A much nicer roll. So I'm going to... what's that doing? 1, 2, 3, 4. You're blocking 2.
Mm-hmm.
So 2 damage is going through. Which would put you on... Okay.
I'd be at 3 out of 5.
Yeah, let's re-roll.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I'm doing 4. You block 2. 2 damage goes through.
Mm-hmm.
That is 2 power for Zemo.
Johnny 5, still alive.
Yeah, that is going to be it. for Baron Zima.
All right. Let's see here. I think that now would be a great time to try and get a Kue into the mix. I think this is probably doomed to failure. I don't think I can get within range to bodyguard for Iron Fist. That sure is unfortunate. Is there anything else I can do? Oh, I see what's happening. So, all right. So Scarlet Witch just teleports to Magneto and blows up Danny Rand. Seems fine. I mean, I don't love it, but it is what it is, right?
We have some options. We'll,
Yeah, we'll workshop it. It's fine. Oh gosh. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna go with Quay. I'm gonna move her up here. My goal is to try and stay within range 1 of this Extremis console, just in case Quicksilver decides to sprint over here for some reason. So actually, I'm gonna switch to placing there. Oh, come on. These movement tools sometimes. Place 1. Aha. There we go.
There you go.
I figured it out. We did it. We did it. Alright, range 4. She has an attack she can shoot with her Spear Blast. I'm going to target Magneto, and mostly I'm doing this because it automatically gains me 1 power. I'm not really expecting damage here.
Magneto is not going to spend.
Okay. Yeah, I see what you did there.
Magneto blocks nothing.
Oh boy.
Dear Lord.
Okoye is out for blood today. Jeez.
Okoye has dazed. Oh, no, I've got a reroll. It doesn't matter
for
about the
Baron Zemo.
reroll.
Yeah, my crit rolled in for another hot point of damage there. Wow. Okay.
That's game-changing.
I will agree with that. Jeez.
Wow.
I'm sorry.
We agreed the dice were going to be fair. Like that's this is not what we agreed.
Didn't you learn from your game with Quinn?
My cube.
Didn't the game against Quinn teach you that the dice are anything but fair?
This is very true. Yeah.
I'm gonna throw that down to my side of the police car. I'm gonna hope that it's far enough away from Quicksilver or Scarlet Witch that they can't gobble it up immediately, because I'm definitely not close enough to pick it up. So with that, Okoye gains her 1 power from the Spear Blast, and
Jesus.
my cards. Yep, that's gonna be it for her.
Four dice into 3.
Remember
and you get...
what I said at the start of the game about how Okoye seems to do more than a 2-point character should do? This is that thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Though, to be fair, it's just dice, right? Like, it's not Okoye specifically. She rolls the same dice as anyone else. It's just that in Marvel Crisis Protocol, you should expect that, like, the odds just are going to get thrown out, basically.
So Quicksilver goes. He moves to within 1, spends a power, picks up the token, and moves himself. Oh, there we go. Moves himself onto that point, and that will be it.
Nice, okay.
For him.
Alright, I'm going to check something real quick. Okay. I don't love it, but I don't hate it either. So, one of the things that I'm trying to learn to do better in this game is that I need to sit myself down and say every turn, it's not about the points that you're scoring, it's about the points that you're scoring versus your opponent. So it's like in some of those Olympic races you're racing the clock, and in some of the Olympic races you're just racing the other guy. And in this case, I'm just racing the other guy. So maybe I don't need to scramble out here and get this cube fragment immediately. And is it the end of the world if I don't pick it up at all? You know what I mean? Because your Quicksilver has one cube fragment, and your Magneto just dropped one. But I expect Scarlet Witch to grab this one.
Would be a thing that she would do, yeah.
Yeah, so we would kind of tie on cube fragments for the turn, which I don't love. I would want to be ahead of you, so I would want that cube fragment, I think. Getting it and doing the rest of my plan is another thing. So let me just see if anyone else is able to step in and help out. Nope. He's probably not going to be able to make it there. So then it's up to Captain America. Which is probably fine. Yeah. But again, I don't think I need it immediately. And the other thing about playing this roster, for anyone that's watching that's new, is that this Captain America, the all-new, all-different Captain America, is incredibly squishy when compared to Steve Rogers, because he is not a super soldier. So if you put him in a straight fight, especially against a guy like Magneto, he is going to go down, which is not ideal. So for now...
Well, it depends on which side of the fence you're sitting on, but yeah.
I think for now, I'm going to try and see what you do. I'm going to move Luke Cage, and he's going to move on up to this Extremes console over here. So I just want to be within range 1 and as close to the fight as possible, basically. Come on. There we go. And yeah, that looks fine. Or it looks like I can make it there. Let's move that out of the way so I can get to this tool. Let's make sure that he's within the range 1 there. Oh, that's strange. Ah, I just had to pick him up and put him down again. Okay.
Yeah, I think, yeah, sometimes it just ever so slightly bugs out.
Yeah. Okay, so he's hanging out there. He's done.
Okay. Well, young Wanda Maximoff shall go next. But the question is, does she do the sensible thing?
How big are those dollar signs in your eyes, Rich?
But she's not making that move.
Sorry, pound symbols, right? Pound symbols.
Pound, yeah. We can. I've worked for American companies for most of my life, so I'm cool with dollars as well.
It's the green. It's all about the green.
Exactly. Does she? I don't think she does. I don't think she has enough in her. Oh, it's close.
Yeah.
It's really close.
She has the 2 power, it's just whether or not she can make it.
Yeah. So, we want this anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, it's been giving me some issues too. Like I'll click a button and then it won't stick. I don't know why.
I'm just making sure I am eking out every
Yeah.
every potential millimeter or eighth of an inch, whatever it is you guys do. She'll spend her power.
She's gonna make it there by the width of a nut hair.
Yeah, I think she may.
My goodness.
Just have enough.
Yeah, so I didn't bank on this part. I didn't bank on you getting both. Womp womp. Well, I guess that just means I can do my other plan.
A power and pick that up.
Nice.
She's going to take a bit of damage next turn, but I think for the 3 power, she's okay with that.
Sure is. Okay. Well, now I have to change what I'm doing. But I think I still have an idea. So, first things first. Captain America is going to move up. Checking something here real quick. Yeah, okay, that should work. Ugh. I don't think I'm going to quite have the range to be able to do... I'm pretty sure, because I'm not, like, directly in the center of the board, I'm not going to have the millimeters to get to the other extremist console.
Ah, okay. I think
I was
the
like, maybe I
car
can...
is
Yeah,
kind of in your way, but yeah,
yeah.
it will be close.
I mean, I can always put them down kind of here and then figure it out. But I think you're right. Just don't think that it's in the cards because it's like real close if you deploy basically on the center line of the board if a long moving character can get to the other side. So I don't trust it. I feel like it's just going to be out of range and I should try something else. So the question is, am I going to have the power to do everything I want? And the answer is no, which sucks, but can I do enough? So Sam Wilson's got this tricky little superpower that's kind of new to the game, called Airlift. What I was thinking of doing was, well, Airlift is basically if I start a movement action within range 2 of a friend, like Iron Fist, I can pay 2, and then as I'm moving, I kind of drop Iron Fist off, but I only do it within range 2 of where Iron Fist currently is, so you kind of give him a little boost. Like he grabs your hand, you drop him off like after the initial launch, so to speak. My plan was to kind of move up, pay my power, and get Iron Fist away behind this car. But I can't do that and like really score points with Sam because the car is in the way. So it's a tough choice. There's a chance I can make my power back if I want to run in and do a shield throw. I think for now, it's probably best if I just take the guaranteed airlift and do whatever I was doing otherwise, because I think that's going to throw the biggest monkey wrench in your plans. So we're going to go this direction with Sam. I'm going to move to a place where I'm within range 2 of Iron Fist. Looks good. And then he's going to start a movement action and pay for airlift as a reaction.
Yep.
So I think that I complete the movement first. After the move is resolved. Yeah. Okay. So then he flies away, and he's going to go over here with his other friends. Actually, no. He's going to go back on top of the building here, because I think I like having him in the middle of the board. And just kind of place himself within range of the console. And as a result, Iron Fist is going to hop. He's going to do a quick hood slide over the car.
Oh,
and that
get back in range of a car here.
Yep, give him a bodyguard. Maybe he can sit around kicking for a bit longer.
Yeah, makes sense.
All right, and I'm not detecting the point again, so I'm just trying to. I think it's just maybe a millimeter out. Let me just quickly adjust it. Come on, Sam, what are you doing? There we go. Sorry about that.
No, it's okay.
Yeah, sometimes with Tabletop Simulator and the little collisions on the movement tools as you're dropping the characters in place, they don't quite go where you want them to. But we're all friends here, and that's all good with us. You know, we just figure it out like adults.
No, exactly.
So I think that's going to be the end of Sam's activation. So he's just going to get his check mark, and I think that's the last one for the round, right?
I believe that is end of turn, yeah. And I think it is 4 points each.
Yep, because I've got 2 cubes, and I've got 2 extremist consoles, and you just have all the rest of the cubes. And this one console.
And then the one there, yeah. Cool.
Nice. All right, so...
Okay.
You want to hit
click
clean up?
that clean up button.
Nice.
Then into the power phase. So I get to put down my construct first.
Mm-hmm.
So let's put that just here.
Okay.
And then its power. So 1 for Zemo, 1, 2, 3 for Witch, but 2 damage. 1, 2, 3 for Magneto, 2 for Quicksilver, but a damage as well.
You're a better man than I. I just use the button.
Oh no, I like to make sure. I never trust it. So decisions.
Yeah, 4 characters on your side versus 6 on my side. You're pretty much always going to have priority.
Yeah, very unlikely.
Yeah,
That
it only the first person to go every round only switches if you went first and last, basically.
yes. So I think
Ugh.
I think the witch is going to start.
Make me spend my brace for impact.
Yeah, potentially. Potentially, yeah. I think that's. Yeah, because I can just. So, just for anyone, again, anyone you watching, it's really strange, but whenever you're throwing an object, the way that I always see it is that I pick that object up and I throw it from where I am.
Mm-hmm.
If you're throwing a character, you throw the character from where they are.
Mm-hmm.
And whenever you're measuring how far you can throw something, the object turns into whatever range tool it is that you're, or whatever measurement tool you're using. So in this case, it's the medium. So I can sort of thread this through and just manage to hit Mr. Rand there.
Yep.
So
I like to think the character is grabbing this giant ambulance, bringing it above their head, and then throwing it away from themselves.
exactly, yeah, exactly the same for me. So we are going to.
And the other thing that I think new players often get mixed up on is, and this is like if you're imagining a giant superhero fight, and I made this mistake my first game ever, was that like when you're using that movement tool to measure where that's going to land on somebody, you do not take the ambulance and place it at the end of the movement tool, right? It doesn't come, like, the terrain doesn't come crashing down at the end of that tool. It's just going to hit the one location that the tool touches. And then the ambulance is removed and never gets put back on the field.
Yeah, so in this example, this would hit. So we can hit Iron Fist there.
Mm-hmm.
We can't reach Zemo because there's a gap here basically.
Right. That's exactly like the situation. They were saying like, oh well, if I throw it to here and then I put the ambulance down, it still touches the guy. That's not really
that's
how
not
it
how
works.
So
it would be cool. It would be really cool. But
so that's not the rules. We spent our power. Yeah, absolutely. We spent our power, and we are going to then give a power back to Magneto, a power to Quicksilver, and a power to Scarlet Witch back. And you, sir, have 4 damage incoming.
Yep. So, just for the viewers at home, and I don't really terribly mind, but like I think that with the Magneto leadership, you do have to wait until after the effects resolved. I don't know where this matters, or where maybe it matters for a card that hasn't come out yet, but I would choose whether or not. Oh, here's why it matters. I choose whether or not to play Brace for Impact, and you get to see the results of whether or not Danny Rand survives the impact before allocating the power to, like, oh, maybe if he dazes, it means you don't have to give power to a specific character. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So,
no, absolutely.
Like I said, I don't really particularly care who it goes to. So the question is, like, I think that Danny Rand basically is automatically gonna get knocked off by this because he can't use his martial arts to prevent collisions. Am I okay with this character getting busted up already? Does that enable anything else? Because I would get a movement trigger off of that. Scarlet Witch hasn't done anything yet. She's just stood there and thrown something. So let's see what else she might be capable of, because she can't throw anything else this turn. She can blast these two guys over here. She can blast almost anyone.
I think she's pretty much getting everyone other than
Captain
other
America.
than Sam. Yeah.
I mean, it's not ideal. So you get 2 more attacks at whoever you want. I could make it so that someone's out of range of those attacks. Or I could adjust somebody else's position. I don't think it's worth all of that, and I think that I kind of want to make you throw another attack into Danny. Let's just check something. So you're within range 3. I get my martial arts probably. Oh wait, no, it's only
not against
Mystic.
Not against Mystic. Yeah, not against Mystic.
He's not that good at martial arts.
He's not that good at martial arts that he can stop magic attacks.
Yeah, I don't even gain cover from your mind blasts because of the car, so that's not ideal either. Is there going to be another chance to use this? The ambulance is the biggest thing on the battlefield, except for that fire truck, and I'm already trying to never go anywhere near it.
We've got the Daily Bugle here as well.
That's true, yeah. Magneto can toss that around. I don't really see anything that I can use to get a massive amount of gain out of at this point, so I am going to just prevent the damage with Brace for Impact. So I'll flip that card over, he spends his 1 power, and he does not suffer damage from that.
I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
Wanda will follow up with a Hex Bolt into Iron Fist.
Okay.
So 6 dice Mystic.
Well, I certainly don't love that. I'm going to try to bodyguard with Okoye. So I spend 2, and she eats that attack instead. She got 3 Mystic defense.
And Wanda does not like what you did.
Well, Okoye's got nothing to say about it, so.
Yeah, that's a dazed Okoye.
It is. So Okoye does have a reroll ability, right? But with the amount of attacks that you've got there, even if I successfully reroll one of those dice, she cannot survive it. So she's just going to eat all 4 of that damage.
And you don't have field dressing, do you? Because
I did not.
One of the things that you can do with Wanda is apply. And actually, what's really good about Wanda is she applies her conditions or special conditions using a failure rather than the sort of standard crit
that you
see.
Skull symbol.
Yeah, so that's quite nice. So she'll gain 4 power for that.
Those conditions are applied after the attack, though, and since it dazed Okoye,
that is correct.
Can't
yes,
put any of this out.
That is correct.
I got a dazed character, so I get to trigger all new, all different Avengers. So any one of the other characters on my team can move short, remove a condition, and heal a damage. Let's see if I can save Iron Fist by way of Okoye's sacrifice. So it's just a movement. I cannot climb things like the building. I can still move over terrain that's the same size as me, and I can move past characters. So can we get out of the way? Uh-oh. Maybe. Oof. There's probably a window here. With not touching the building, and I can get around behind. What do you think of that?
I feel like the curvature of the base.
Well, I can move to the tip of the ruler, though, right? So maybe I can squeak him back, like, over... Wait, why isn't it clicking? Ugh. Over... Yeah, okay. It was just lagging. I got 4 at once. Well, I'm going to go for it. I'm going to go for
it. Is your base clipping the building, or is it okay?
Oh, well, it's a movement, right? So I don't think that really matters. It's not a push. It wouldn't stop me, right? Is the... position the movement tool, or you think that's not touching the building? It's kind of difficult to tell because
it is really hard, isn't it? Because the shadow. Oh no, yeah, it does. It's yeah. Where the shadow was, it looked. I thought the building ended there, but it doesn't. There's another bit in there. Yeah, it looks good to me.
Okay, I'm gonna go for that then. See if we can't get away. Let's go next to that way. Boom.
Yeah, that is most definitely out of range.
Nice, and I get to capitalize on the condition removal removal of the bleed, and he heals a point of damage too. So there he is.
Yeah, it's a super. It's really, really good.
Oh, let me put that Avengers token down so we know he's used it, because each character
Yeah.
can only use it once per round. And you may continue with your turn, sir.
Yeah, so the next thing that's going to happen is Magneto is going to spend 2 power. Now you may think, well, hang on a minute, it's not Magneto's turn. I have a card that I can play called Magnetic Refraction, and because it doesn't have to be his activation, he can spend it at any point. So he's going to spend the 2 power, and he is going to put Magnetic Refraction up. Now, what does that do? Basically means that anyone within a range 3 aura of him, so right now that would be Scarlet Witch and Zemo, all gain cover all of the time. It's not the same as terrain cover, so if somebody comes within range 2 of me, I still have cover. The only way that it can be changed, or the only way it can be prevented, is if you have a character that stops you from modifying dice.
Or ignores cover, right?
Or ignores cover, sorry, yes.
Yeah. I mean, that's a form of stopping you from modifying dice, so what you said was true.
Yeah, it is, yeah. So I think what's going to happen next...
Notably, that no cover text appears on Captain America's card with his shield throw. So
it does indeed.
That's why I brought that up.
What's going to happen next is Scarlet Witch is going to move back here. She is going to spend 1 power to interact with the Extremis console and remove a damage from herself. And that will be the end of her turn.
Nice. Okay. Well, yeah, now you're getting back there as well, so that's not ideal either, right? Okay. So, who to activate next? Everyone over there's got cover, which is not great. And Scarlet Witch is healing up. Can Luke Cage get over there? Probably. So I'm trying to see if I can finagle a way to get Luke Cage, close enough to your Extremis console, but also maybe stand within range 2 of another character that wants to be attacking someone other than Luke Cage. Let's try and gobble those hits up. I think he can make it to the console. The jury's still out on the rest of what I said. Gosh. I mean, it might be tight, but I think he can get there. Let me just double check something else on this card here. Okay, Street Fighter lets him throw it to Rain, and throw it short. So, I might be able to break one of your constructs too. Alright, I don't hate that. Let's give that a shot. So I'm going to activate Luke Cage, and he's going to move over to here. His first action. Then he's going to move again. Yeah, I should definitely be able to get within range of that that console there.
Definitely, yeah.
Oh yeah, it looks like I'll probably have plenty of room to do what I want. So I'm going to head here. Let's see. So let's see. No More Mutants, Winds of Chaos. No More Mutants is like, if you ever played Magic the Gathering, it's like a blue counterspell card. It's a nightmare. But, if you want to use No More Mutants to stop me from chucking something at Scarlet Witch, I think that's acceptable. It's like getting the brace for impact out of the way early in the game. Nudge, nudge, wink,
quite
wink.
Good. Daz, thank you for joining me. Yes, it is late. I do not have work tomorrow, which is why I agreed to play this late. So cheers for joining me, and catch you next time.
Yeah, thank you, by the way. I appreciate that, because I do have a kind of late work shift, so it's always difficult.
No, that's fine.
Crunching this game out afterward. So that's 2 move actions. I'm going to have him spend 2 power.
Okay.
And it is 2 power, right? Yeah. And he's going to use Street Fighter, and he's going to try and throw this construct at Scarlet Witch. Would you like to respond by doing anything?
No, it's fine.
Okay. So I'm going to unlock that, move it over. So it's size 2. We'll deal 3 damage if she does not block it.
Yep.
Oh, I should probably give this back to Magneto. He can probably recycle this thing.
She blocks 1, so she will take 2 damage, gain
Nice.
2 power, and then because you destroyed a size 2 terrain piece, I will give a power back to Magneto and a power to Baron Zemo.
Barf. But Dan, why are you destroying all this terrain? Brotherhood gets power from it. My strategy in playing into Brotherhood, and I think that this has been echoed by at least some others, is that you just want to throw all of their terrain at them, because the quicker it's they're gaining the power either way, whether they throw it or you throw it. The quicker it's off the battlefield, the quicker they run out of fuel. So the more stuff I can chuck at you, it's not flying at me, so that's good.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, I'm finished.
Okay. Okay, so let's have a quick look at some ranges here first. So you're in range 3. Are you in range 2? You are not, which could be good. But what to do first? I think we are going to go with Magneto.
Mm-hmm.
Let's have a quick look what long looks like. I think it is just...
Oh my goodness.
Does it?
Let me see. There's a tool on your measurement settings here. If you turn this on,
It highlights it, doesn't it? I feel like it is just...
Yeah, it's out. It's got the red
Yeah.
Okoye's in there.
Okoye, yes. Zemo, no.
I moved her millimeters too far. She should have been touching the building too. What was I thinking?
So we will start. We will spend 3 power on Magneto for Fatal Attraction, and we are going to throw this Daily Bugle and thread the needle into young Luke Cage.
All right. Yeah. See, this is kind of what I was expecting, but that's one of the reasons why I brought Luke Cage, because he's got 4 physical defense and takes 1 less damage from everything you do. So if anyone can survive a throw getting hit with a Daily Bugle, it might be him. Let's see. Come on, Luke. It's not excellent.
Takes 3.
I block 1, right? So 4 down to 3. And then Invulnerable Skin, I think is his version of it. Unbreakable Skin. Makes me take 1 less, so I take 2.
Yes. And I'm going to give a power back to Magneto, a power to... power to Zemo, and a power to Scarlet Witch. I will then spend 3 power. Why am I spending 3 power? Well, this is a size 2 police car that I'm going to pick up. But I have to spend 1 more power each turn. Oh, sorry, I have to spend 1 more power for each thing that I pick up. So 3 for the 3, the 2 becomes 3. If I pick up another 2, it becomes 4. And that will also be getting thrown into Luke Cage.
Oh, goodness. All right, well, at least it only is a max of 3 damage this time. Well, artificially, it's kind of a max of 2 damage, because I know he's going to reduce it. But let's roll those defense dice and see what we got. Well, it was a crit.
You got a crit.
Come on, buddy. Yeah, there's another one.
And another crit.
So shaving off 2 damage, that brings it down to 1. But Unbreakable Skin does not let you reduce it to lower than 1. It's a minimum of 1. So I still take 1.
Yep. And then Magneto is going to use the first of his actual actions, because we haven't used an action yet this turn.
So,
and that
real
will
quick,
be...
why are you not providing power to your team? Because you threw that?
I already have them.
Yep. For anyone watching, right? Because his leadership is that every single character can only gain a power from this leadership once per round, right?
Yep. So I threw the building, and Baron Zemo, Scarlet Witch, and Magneto got one. And then Quicksilver got one just then.
I misspoke. It's once per turn, right? But still,
once per turn. Yep.
The Daily Bugle and the car is more than 4, right? So he can only give it out 4 power, 1 to each character during Magneto's turn. Once we get to the next character's turn, then he can start the chain again.
Yeah, no, exactly. And really important with things like all you've got, that's still the same turn. It might be a different activation, but...
And
so
you're swinging into Luke Cage, right?
into Luke Cage, yeah.
All right, so 4 dice physical.
And Magneto is rolling. Yeah, he's that is 6.
Oof. All right, I got a crit. Skull. So blocking 2 breaks it down to 4. Unbreakable Skin makes it a 3, so that will daze me. 1, 2, 3.
Just check.
1, 2, 3. And then I get a leadership.
Yes. And that was 3 damage that went through them, wasn't it?
That's correct. All right, just check how far away I am from everything. It's only a short movement. But you know what? I really have to find a way to get those things off Scarlet Witch before this game goes south, so maybe we got to do this. That could work, actually. Baron Zemo is kind of primed to go bust somebody else up, I think. So I think I'll move War Machine. I think this is what I want, because I'm kind of... If I end up screwing the pooch on some defense rolls, he might lose this cube that he's carrying, but I'm going to say it's hopefully worth it for what I'm trying to set up here, so... Let's see that. So War Machine's going to go get the movement here. There we go. And he is going to heal his 1 point of damage. By the way, while you were talking about Magneto stuff, I realized I had forgotten to do the damage and power from the cubes I was holding, and I had done that like midway through Magneto's activation. I didn't want to interrupt you.
Okay, no, that's cool. I did see you popping it on Zemo, so that's cool.
All right, so he moves. He gets the power. He gets the health, and he cannot remove a condition because he doesn't have any. But that's that. So he moves to there, and it continues to be your turn.
Yep.
Gonna get blasted.
So, yep, Magneto will do a... what else we got? Yeah, there's nothing really much. So yeah, Magneto will do a reverse polarity, so the same attack we just did into...
Yep.
Luke Cage, but this time into War Machine instead.
Mm-hmm. That's not super great. I got a crit, though. Oof, alright. 2 blocks. That's a lot of hits. Ugh.
6 at the moment. I do have a Zemo reroll.
Mm-hmm. I don't have any rerolls, so...
7.
7. Oh
So 7 down to 5, down to 4, I believe.
6. Am I seeing something different? I think... Oh, it didn't show up. It's been lagging. So the number is just populated. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. For a second, I was seeing 1 wild instead of...
okay.
Instead of 2. Sorry. So...
No, it's okay.
7.
This is what happens when you play across the pond, right?
Right, yes. So 7 minus 2 is 5, minus 1 for invulnerable, right?
Yep.
Titanium armor plating on this one. It's the same thing, but it's called something different. So he's going to survive. He's got 4 damage on him.
And now is... So I now get to push you. Now,
Ugh.
push is a strange term in Marvel Crisis Protocol, because you would think a push would have to be in this sort of direction. Actually, because Magneto's ability doesn't state the word away, I can actually push him in any direction whatsoever. So the question here is now, do I... So I do have that there. And I need to gain 3 power for that attack. So I think what we do is we move.
4. I think it was 4 damage, right?
I only had. I was already on 7.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So
And you max out at 10.
why.
Max out at 10.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So I am going to, because that went considerably better than what I thought, and my
Yeah.
idea was to push you away initially, but I just want to double check something here. And what am I checking for? Well, it is priority. Because if I do daze you, you will have 1, 2, 3 left. I have 1, 2, 3 left. Actually, no, I'll have 2 left.
Mhm.
Um,
So you would still be able to retain priority,
yeah.
unless I can. No, I didn't take follow me.
So yeah, we're gonna move War Machine up to here,
Come closer.
and then we are going to spend 4 power this time.
Mm-hmm.
So again, it goes up 1 each time. This is the 3rd time throwing something.
Mm-hmm.
So 1, 2, 3, 4 to throw this size 2 car into War Machine. Now this is risky because I've either just made a really good move or I've just set you up for the perfect Beam 3 builder
If
attack.
he walks away from this, he's gonna frickin' love it. So I'm really crossing my fingers here. Dice God
So we need
save me.
3 blocks, and nope.
Oh no, I got 2 of them. No, I only got that lagged again. I had a moment of glimmer of hope where one of the dice was like on a block side, and then it rolled over, and I was like, dope. So
damn
he'll
it.
take he'll take the 1 damage from that. Wah, wah. He dazes, and I have to drop the cube. I think that happens immediately before I get to respond with my movement trigger, right?
It does, yes, yeah. And it doesn't matter anyway because it's going to move over to here. Actually, I think I put it down first. Then you trigger your movement. Then I get to pick it up. If we're going to do it, we may as well do it right way.
Yeah. No,
So-
I think you're alluding to the fact that there's a chance that like my character can get close enough, but I still wouldn't be able to pick it up because it's not my activation. So
No,
it'll
not
be
at all,
safe
but-
there. It'll be safe there,
Yeah.
but you're correct. Let's demonstrate it the right order of operations here. So Koi is already dazed. So I have to choose the characters that have not already used it. So Iron Fist is not eligible. Zemo's the only other one that has some damage on him, and I think he could do well to get a little closer to this fight. So what are the chances that Magneto's going to spend all the rest of his power hucking that metal construct at me? Not so much. So, and hopefully, Zemo can make it out. I don't know. So we're going to head up here. I'm just going to go as far as I can towards the back line there. So he moves. He removes the damage and gets that Avengers token.
Yep. I will spend a power on Magneto, who will pick up said cube. Interesting now. Very interesting. That will be it for Magneto. So the activator token goes on. Once the activator token goes on, by the way, that is your turnover. There is no window of opportunity to do anything after the fact.
That was on the forums recently, right?
It was, yeah. I think the 2 things that end your turn are your character being dazed and your activation token going. So yeah, it can be really bad if you don't do things in the right order and a venom reacts and kills you or whatever it is.
Yeah, there's a lot of things that can like jump out and surprise you about this game, but that's kind of one of the things that has its little charm, right? Every game is always exciting because nothing's ever really decided until the fat lady sings.
No, absolutely.
All right, so we're looking at you have Zemo and Quicksilver left.
Yes.
I think that your Zemo's on a ton of power. If I move up there, it's just going to be a nightmare. Doesn't look like there's any way I can get to a position where I'm out of range 2 of Zemo. So and you're gonna score a ton of points up on me if I can't make this work. sec.
So, quick question from the chat, actually, guys, and I'll read this out so that people on your side can see as well, Dan. And the question is from Jonathan, and it is typically is Scarlet Witch and Quicksilver the best partners for Magneto? I've played a lot of Brotherhood. It's been my team for a long time, and I would say they are very, very good partners for Magneto. As with everything, it's always going to be crisis dependent. I purposely went slightly wider in this than I normally would. I typically take 3 characters, and Magneto, Scarlet Witch, and Quicksilver as a core of 14 is strong. I would say for me, my personal core is Scarlet Witch and Magneto, not necessarily Quicksilver. I can drop Quicksilver, but very rarely would I drop Scarlet Witch. She's very, very good. And so yeah, I don't know if you agree, Dan, or I don't know if you've played much Brotherhood.
Brotherhood is one of the few factions that like I actually have most of the miniatures painted for, or at least I did before they dropped Scarlet Witch and Quicksilver. Ugh. So now I have to get back to the painting table, but I don't have as much play experience with them, but I really do like them. And I think that you're right. The only comment I might make is that I don't like using terms like the best for Marvel Crisis Protocol.
No,
because I think
there is no such thing.
Right, exactly. That things are heavily preference dependent as well. These are characters you see on the big screen, you see them in comic books, you grew up with them. There are players that don't care what the stats are on these miniatures, and that's totally fine. So I would encourage you to experiment for yourself, and a big factor is always going to be, who are the other people that I'm playing with? So maybe Scarlet Witch and Quicksilver are great additions to any normal Brotherhood team, but like, if you're the only person that you play against always takes all these characters that have a ton of mystic defense, maybe you need to look elsewhere for another Brotherhood miniature.
Yeah. Maybe Sabretooth, Maybe, there's some other ones out there.
Man, I had Sabretooth rip my head off in one game. Like, Okoye walked up and was like, Spear Blast. And he's like, have 8 damage? And she's like, well, I only have 4 health, so this is going to suck.
Yeah, let's not talk about dice, right? Okoye one-shot Magneto. That's...
yeah, and I still feel like I'm losing this game, even though that happened. I think I'm going to try and... I'm going to... Oh, God. I'm going to use Sam.
Okay.
Let's see where we can get with this. So first things first, he's going to spend 1. And he's going to use the Extremist console to heal Iron Fist.
Okay.
And that's an effect of the blue Riot Spark over Extremist Crisis card. So then he's going to make a move here. Alright, so I'm most concerned about trying to get within range 4 of Scarlet Witch, in case I want to try to throw my shield at her. So I'm going to head over in this direction. I think that should be within range, but I'll double check. I can only measure with one of those at a time, so I like that position. Let's go there. And then he's going to use his second action to shield throw and target Scarlet Witch. So it's 4 dice physical.
Yep. So Scarlet Witch has 3 dice physical, and even though she is in range, unfortunately, there is no getting away from Cap's shield.
That's right. Yeah, so he's preventing the cover, right?
Yes. So Scarlet Witch is rolling 1 block at the moment, but because she is within range 2 of Baron Zemo, she is going to get a reroll.
I do as well, actually. So I'm going to reroll the blank. And I think the reason Rich is pausing is because you're supposed to do attacker rerolls first.
Yep, so. which is why I'm pressing, and I get nothing.
All right. I
1, 2, 3.
turned out an extra hit actually, so 3.
Yeah.
I didn't get the shield bounce though.
2 damage on Scarlet Witch, gain 2 power, and she is looking rightfully close to
So I automatically gain 1 power from the attack. It did not ricochet with a wild result on the dice, but I did deal damage, and I think she's size 2 or less, so I should be able
She
to
is
push
indeed
her.
size 2 or less, yeah.
So I'm going to try and push her, but I want to try and make sure that I'm doing this the right way and not just willy-nilly throwing her somewhere I can never get back to her. So I think even if I push her like that direction, is like a short movement tool and a range 2 are kind of close to the same length. So my goal is to get her away from the Extremis console, as well as away from Baron Zemo. Your Baron Zemo, that is. I think I can do that if I push her that direction. So let's do that.
The push is away.
Oh, it's away. Excuse me.
Yeah,
That's
you have to
that's a
push
whole
away.
different push, isn't it?
Yeah, so I don't think you can get her away. I don't think you can get her out of 2.
Thank you for checking that for me. So when you do away, you have to get the long movement tool, or, well, I guess really any movement tool will do. The TTS likes using the long one. And you basically point it like a V away from the character, and the point on the V is where Sam is. And then you can only push the character you're pushing within that angle. So that's why we set that up there.
Yeah, you imagine, and if it's a real life game, you just imagine a line continuing until the end of the board, and then that's basically where she can go.
Yep. And pushes have to be the entire distance along the center of the movement tool. You can't use the little nubs on the side or anything. You can't stop short either. So
Nope.
he gained the 1 power, he did the push, and that will be his turn.
Okay. Interesting.
And that Zemo reroll coming in clutch.
Yeah. Did it? No, it didn't. Oh, your Zemo reroll coming in
I
clutch,
eked
yeah.
1 extra damage out.
Yeah, that's quite big. Like she's on,
Yeah.
she's going down in the power phase. There's no getting away from that.
Yeah.
Zemo is going to activate next. He is. What is he going to do? He is. Yeah, he's going to spend 2 power for a steel rush
Oof.
into Sam Wilson.
Okay. All right, Sam's got 3 dice.
Does he want to use? No, he's not too bothered. He doesn't want to use. He don't want to worry too much about that. Is it 5 or 6? I can never remember. 6 for this one.
Yeah, I think his regular one's 5, right?
Yeah. And okay, rolls 2 crits.
I got 1 crit myself. Nice.
And so 3 at the moment. But I do have a Zemo reroll. This time I get to do mine first. And he comes in clutch with the wild.
Nice. So my Zemo reroll, because I'm still next to my Zemo. The Skrull Zemo. Yes. All right, so I have a 4 blocks. Nice.
Wow. So you do block everything. However, you do still get the wild because you do still get the bleed.
Yep.
Because I rolled the wild. And do I want to advance medium?
Yeah, so
Is the question.
His steel rush attack gives you a free movement basically, but it's shorter than his regular movement. So.
Do I want to? I think the answer to that is probably no, not yet. We are going to do We're going to spend 2 more power.
Mhm.
And we are going to do exactly the same again.
All right, just a second.
Into
He doesn't have enough power to pay for it anyway.
into Mr. Wilson.
3 dice for me. I was actually kind of hoping you would deal like 1 damage on that last attack, so I could put up my shield on this one.
Just 2, but I do have my personal reroll. And 3.
All right, my reroll from Zemo being nearby. Come on. It almost tipped over. I just got 1, so that'll deal 2 damage.
Yep. And this time I will take my advance, and we're going to go.
Gotta protect that Scarlet Witch.
Just here. He will then spend 1 power to interact and remove a wound, or remove 1 damage, sorry, from Scarlet Witch. And I think, just double check, we don't want to do anything else first. That's fine. Yeah, that will be it for Baron Zemo's turn.
Got it. Okay. All right. So what are my options here? I've got Danny Rand, Iron Fist, and I've got Baron Zemo myself left. You've got Quicksilver. All right. So considering the speed on Quicksilver, I think that what I'm gonna need to do is probably use Zemo first. I don't love it. I kind of like where he's positioned right now, but man, your Quicksilver can just come on over back home and use the console to heal Scarlet Witch again, and then I don't daze her during the power phase, and I'm real sad about my life.
That's one thing he could do, yes.
But that actually takes a bit of decision weight off of me, knowing that, because I'm sitting here thinking, like, if I move Iron Fist away from my console, your Quicksilver can just sneak up and take it away. But if you do that, you're not healing Scarlet Witch. So maybe I get to do something in response, you know? We'll see how this plays out here. I don't think he's going to be able to get there. I can get there within range 3, though. He'll have cover, which is kind of a mess, but not much I can do about it. Yeah, let's get that shot. Okay, so plan here is to walk up to within range 3 of Magneto. And we are going to do the Kung Fu Kick.
Okay.
Alright, so that's 4 dice physical.
Yep. There's
sorry.
no throw at the end of that, is there? It's just a placement. Yeah.
Correct, yeah.
Magneto's not going to spend to empower himself.
You got it.
It feels like cover is enough.
Yeah,
well,
probably.
when you roll 2
Oh my
crits and a
goodness.
wild.
Don't even.
Yeah, Magneto,
can't.
you really annoyed him first round.
Yeah, I'll bet. He's been teeing off on me ever since.
You really wound him up. You really wound him up.
You've gone and made him mad, as Quinn would say. So
Jonathan, sorry, I've just realised. Yeah, can't wait to see that Magneto finish, buddy. Make sure you head over to the Facebook page and post that in there.
Nice.
And then you get to place yourself within 1. Did you do your reroll, by the way, from Zemo?
I did not bother because there's no way I can roll over the amount of
Oh,
dice that you
okay,
roll.
yeah. I've just
But
seen. Yeah,
yeah,
sorry.
I should have, I guess, but I can choose to, and I'm just saving time.
Yeah, no, I sorry, I didn't realize
It's all good.
that you
I'm
could. That it wasn't mathematically possible.
happy to explain the reasoning of why I didn't bother. I think I just want to stay on this side of the fight. Um, no, you know what? We're gonna jump to the other side of him, just so we've got some options. Iron Fist, go over there. Okay. There we go. I believe I gained the power. Yes, I did. And he is going to be done.
Okay. So, Quicksilver. We'll check something here.
I'm just muting myself real quick. My
Yeah,
wife
yeah.
tried
No
calling me,
worries,
so I'm
man.
just going to ring her back real quick.
Yeah, that's fine, buddy. I tell you what, guys, I'm going to take a real quick break. Just while Dan does that, I just need to bob to the little boys' room really, really quickly. We will be right back.
No worries. I'm going to go pick up my dinner, so if I'm not here when you get back, I'll be very shortly there. See you in a sec.
Hey, Dan, I'm back. We'll give him a second just to finish what he was doing. But guys, whilst we're just waiting for Dan to come back, just remember we do have our competition running for the month of July. You can find links down to each of those competitions. 3 competitions in, I said July, I meant August. We've got our painting competition that Jonathan was speaking about earlier. Show me your painted up Magnetos. There's going to be a prize. So a copy of the Mutant Masterworks Ultimate Encounter. You may have seen the Dormammu Ultimate Encounter played on the Atomic Mass Games channel earlier today. This is all centered around Magneto. It's one of my favorites. Magneto is one of my favorite characters. It's really, really good. So yeah, you can get your hands on one of those. We also have our virtual tournament running. It'll be kicking off at the end of August. The prize for that is a ticket to the in real life competition at the end of November, where you can win a ticket to make up the 3rd place, playing alongside Quinn and Daz, the Wargaming Dad, as part of Team Rich Mid in our multiverse team event in November. And then lastly, we've got our Dormammu giveaway. So whenever Dormammu is eventually released, if we hit that 1,000 subscribers, we'll be giving away a Dormammu as well. And it looks like Dan's back. So
Yes.
let's jump into it. So Quicksilver is going to start, and the first thing he's going to do is spend a power and get rid of that pesky damage that he'd picked up. He is then going to move himself to... Let's have a quick look here. Where do we want to go to? You can be there and in range. Yeah, we can't affect that. Nothing we can do will affect that side of it. So Quicksilver will start by moving up to here.
Mm-hmm.
He is then going to finish. Well, he's then going to make a second move and place himself just here. He is then going to spend 1 power to interact with a second extremis. Now, just for clarification, I could not interact with this extremis console twice in the same turn, but you can go to different objective markers and interact with each of them. If you get around the board the entire turn, you could interact with all of them.
Quicksilver's one of the guys that might be able to do that, actually.
Yeah, maybe. And then he's going to take a power off Scarlet Witch. But we are not finished there. Scarlet Witch is then going to play the card Whims of Chaos. Now, what does Whims of Chaos do? It allows her to remove, spend 1 power for each non-dazed character within range 3. Now, that includes herself, and she can do multiple things with them. If it's an ally or herself, she can heal one or remove a condition token. If it's an enemy, she can put down either Hex, Root, or Incinerate. So Scarlet Witch is going to be spending 2 of her hard-earned power, and she will be spending 1 of that power on putting an Incinerate onto Mr. Danny Rand.
Oof.
And she will be spending the second power to remove a damage from herself.
Man. This whole plan I've got sounds worse and worse by the minute.
And that will be Whims of Chaos played, and then that will be... Will it be? I don't think you can do anything else. Yeah, that will be it for Quicksilver. Yeah, she's got quite a bit in her. I would have preferred to play Whims of Chaos when I was surrounded by your characters that were not dazed, but yeah, that felt like eking out that 1 extra heal felt like it was worth it.
Yeah. So if I want to get her back to that point where she dazes in the power phase, I need to deal 2 damage to her. She's got pretty good dice odds. She's within range of the cover that you gave her from Magneto. She's got a Baron Zemo reroll nearby. This is not likely to occur anymore.
She counts failures as successes.
Yeah, that was what I was saying with the good dice odds, right?
Oh, there we go. Yeah,
but the being specific is better here, I think.
So just a real quick one there, because Robert was just questioning the Whims of Chaos. Mm-hmm. So if you look at the wording of it, Robert, it says you may spend any number of power to play this card. Yeah. Choose 1 non-dazed character within 3 of Scarlet Witch for each power spent to play this card. So because I spent 2 power, I can choose 2 characters. So just to clarify, Robert, what that was and how I was doing it.
Mm-hmm. This is really good. I like the explanations we're giving. I think I have a friend in the chat room on my side that's learning to play the game, so good for her.
Oh, perfect. Brilliant, yeah.
Let's see. Okay, so I only have Zemo left to activate at this point. We just talked about how terrible a plan it is to go in there. Should I do it anyway? If I do that, I might be able to start chipping away at... man, I don't even know. I feel like I'm just going to get dunked on at the start of the next turn by one of these guys, and it's not ideal who that is, but... Let me just check this real quick. Okay. It's not the end of the world then. If I can get my cage close enough. So I'm probably going to be going way down on points this turn, because I only have the 1 cube on Baron Zemo. You've got the other 4. And right now I'm not controlling any of these extremist consoles, because back here, Okoye got dazed. So the choice is, do I want to maybe run to the side or collect a point, but then Zemo's not doing anything there. And there's no way I can daze both Baron Zemo and Quicksilver to get that point scored. It looks like you're planning on trying to nuke Iron Fist at the start of the turn with that incinerate condition, so maybe I want to stand near him and give him some better odds at trying to live. And maybe I can use that Extremist Console to heal him. Let's check that before I commit to anything. I think that's in range, but let me get the little light up token.
He's yeah, that's definitely in range.
Okay.
Yeah, 100%.
Well, it doesn't do it on the plastic bases, I guess.
Doesn't it? No, it doesn't. I don't think. Yeah, I don't think it does.
But yeah, I think the shadow's touching it, so it's probably good there. So where can Zemo stand? Because long movement doesn't get you everywhere. Yeah, it's not great.
Right. Yeah, I've
second
purposely tried to.
Yeah, it's good movement.
Cover the movement there.
Yeah, there's no way I can squeeze in the gap there. Well, I guess it's kind of the same thing, right? So I'm gonna move out to here. I'm just going all in, baby. I'm moving out to here. I'm going to use 2 power to do a charge.
So sorry, are you spending the 2? Are you moving and then spending 2 power?
Correct. I'm put down there. That movement is over, and then I'm about to spend 2 to charge and move again, and then attack.
Okay. Perfect. I will spend 3 power on Scarlet Witch and play No More Mutants.
Knew that was coming. So now I can't get back to the console. Wah, wah, wah. So remind me exactly what happens. The superpower does not get
yes.
I have to pay for it. But
yeah, so basically the superpower has no effect, so you don't get to use it. You cannot use it again for the rest of this turn, but you still spend the power cost of that superpower, and you're considered to have used it as well.
Okay, so because the charge has the action built in, it doesn't. I don't actually enter the block of text that is the rules text, right? So I don't spend an action. I've just considered to have used it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you get your action back. Yeah.
I mean, like, it's not really getting it back because it hasn't been spent, but it's not going to charge me an action because you've used your card, right?
That's no, I don't. I don't believe so. Do you know what? I don't know. I would say no
because it has no effect.
It actually it says here, and is considered to have used this superpower.
Right, but it has no effect. So I'm thinking that means the box of text that is the effects of the power, which is where action : is written, doesn't get evaluated.
Yeah. I would have thought it would be too powerful doing that. But
I think so.
So guys, whenever you've got questions where you're not entirely sure, there is a great forum page. Let me just pull this up here. So, Atomic Mass Games forums. We've got quite a few here because obviously we've got the Star Wars, but we've got this. So what we're looking for is No More Mutants, and then charge. Here we go. We do have. There we go. So we can see straight away there, we weren't quite sure of a rule. Somebody's already asked the question. Chances are is that if you come across a rule that you think isn't quite sure, somebody else will have asked it. Really straightforward there. No, the action is not spent. We know that Dan doesn't lose his action or doesn't spend his action, and we can carry on. And it's much better, I think, doing that, taking the 2 minutes that it takes to check. So yeah, Atomic Mass Games forums. Really good source.
Much rather be correct and lose a game than be wrong about something and feel bad about it afterward.
Absolutely.
Okay, so I'm standing there. I can't move again. Well, I can't. Sorry, I don't get my charge. So I have to make a decision. I think that I can't get the power back now. I can't even, like, if I had 3 power, spent my 2, and I had 1 remaining, I might consider moving to the console and popping a heal on Danny Rand. But at this point, I can't even do that. So I'm going to sit here and try and poke Scarlet Witch and make her feel bad about herself for dispelling my superpowers. So I'll do a 5 dice sword strike into Scarlet Witch.
Yep, Scarlet Witch is rolling 3 dice. She does have cover as well.
Mm-hmm. And a reroll from your Zemo.
And a reroll from Zemo if she needs it. And she does definitely need it, yeah. Or does she? Well, you've got rerolls. You've got one reroll, haven't you?
Yeah.
Actually, no, because I've got cover.
Yeah, it doesn't
So
matter.
the only thing you could have done is put bleed on, so yeah.
Well, that's a big letdown. So he's done. And I think that's it for the round, right?
I believe so, yes. And I think points-wise,
I'm getting
my
crushed.
5 to your 1, I believe.
Not great. This is how these games usually go. Somewhere along the middle of the game, I end up like not paying attention to what I'm doing, and then it gets quickly out of hand. But hey,
Yeah,
I just
cheers,
need
cheers, Jacob. We checked on the forums, but yeah, thank you, buddy. Much appreciated.
Mm-hmm.
Jacob just commented saying you don't lose it.
Yeah, gotcha.
Or
Okay.
use it, I should say. Okay, so cleanup phase.
Mm-hmm.
There's quite a bit to clean up.
Yeah, I gotta flip over half my character.
Brotherhood have caused some real destruction.
Yeah, but you're running out of terrain to throw at me, so I'm hoping that helps.
Well, fortunately for Magneto, he does get to make his own terrain. So we'll put that down there. Power-wise,
Beautiful
Magneto is
avant-garde artwork that he makes.
Indeed, yeah. So Magneto's going to. In fact, let's start with Zemo. He's going to gain 1. Scarlet Witch is going to gain 1, 2, 3 because of the cosmic cubes, but she's also going to take 2 damage. Magneto's gaining 3 plus 1 from the cube, so we'll take a damage, and then Quicksilver gains 2 plus 1 damage.
Nice. And the only character on my side is Zemo, so he took a damage, gained an extra power, and I just used the automatic button for the rest of them. They all gained their normal.
I'm old school. I like pressing things.
Pressing buttons is pretty fantastic, I'm not going to lie.
It is. It is. So I've got a decision to make here, and it's not a particularly hard decision because Scarlet Witch is in a precarious position, to say the least. So we've spent that, so let's get rid of that one there. So Scarlet Witch is indeed going to activate first. Let's have a quick look and see. So we do have some terrain near us. Right now, Danny Rand is looking a little bit deadly on that 8 power. 1 more power, and he is he's giving somebody an activation token. Oh no, he has enough. Okay.
Yeah, that's why I did the
Okay.
flying kick last round. I was like, I want to start the turn and threaten to be able to use the Iron Fist right away without anything touching me.
No, that makes sense. Well, the first thing I'm going to do before I even think about activating a character is spend 2 power on Magneto, and we are going to put up Magnetic Refraction. Now, you may be thinking, well, you used that tactics card last turn. Magnetic Refraction is unique in the fact that if you're using the Brotherhood of Mutants at the end of your during the cleanup phase, this goes back into your deck of tactics cards, so you can use it again and again and again. Very, very powerful. Jonathan, I think it was asking about Brotherhood cards. I would say that is a big card to take with Magneto.
That one I definitely agree on. A lot of people don't give that card credit, but I mean, if I were playing Brotherhood, I'd almost every time I would include that in my roster if I was bringing
Yeah,
Magneto to the table.
100%. Yeah, absolutely.
Cover is so good in this game. It keeps your characters alive so much longer than they should be alive. So, yeah, it's worthwhile.
Yeah, definitely. So, decision to make. I have got 7 power to spend. Who do I use? Who do I spend it on? So I think we're going to start. Heroes for Hire. Really, 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 really don't like that card.
Oh, you see that, do you?
So let's have a little think.
Yeah,
And is it a throw in any direction? I believe
I
it
think
is,
it's
isn't
away.
it?
I thought it was away. Let me check. Which way is it?
Um,
Throw the attacking character away short.
away. Okay. Okay.
Yeah, I sacrificed a lot of points and position last turn, I think, but I was able to set up a situation where I have some options on who I play a disarm on after your first activation, regardless of characters being dazed. And I can potentially do a bunch of Heroes for Hire shenanigans if you're not careful about who you're attacking. So
Yeah.
I'm
No,
just setting
absolutely.
up a position where if you don't do the best thing possible, there's a chance I can maybe score an advantage. But you know, I'm gonna need it. The amount of points I'm down by. Jeez.
Yeah, which is yeah.
I'm a betting man, Rich. I like to roll dice.
As do I. Like every part of me says that I could just take Scarlet Witch and fall back to the keep. But I'm never doing that. I'm going to spend 6 power, and I'm going to play a cruel twist
Oh, God.
into Mr. Danny Rand.
Man, Valor is definitely the better part of Valor, I think. Danny's going to take this one on the nose. I don't think it's worth a Hero for Hire because anyone you slap with that, like if I were to have Luke Cage jump in there and take that hit, I'm concerned that it blows him right off the board. And because he's
Yep.
already dazed, I would just lose a character completely. And I'm not super hot on that.
And he's also got a lot of power as well to spend, right?
Right.
So yeah.
Even if Danny goes down to this, he's kind of shielded because he has an injured side to flip over to. I just need to make sure that I make the game last a whole nother darn turn with the rate at which you're scoring. So he's going to take the attack. He's normally 3 dice against it, but he goes down to 2 dice because of the incinerate condition.
Yeah. He also doesn't get to count or explode crits, and Wanda has popped.
I did the opposite of that. The only thing I rolled was the one thing I can't use.
I also, I mean, I actually turned that into a blank as well. So that is, that's 6, 7 in total.
Bye, Danny. So he takes 4 from it and gains 2 power to the maximum 10. That dazes him, which means I can use a leadership trigger.
It does indeed, yes.
Oh yeah, for what it's worth, he was next to Zemo, but like, there's no way I could re-roll out of that nonsense. So.
Yeah.
But,
Well, I mean, you could only re-roll 1 dice, and I can turn it to a blank anyway if it's a hit, if it's a success.
Oh, I got disconnected.
Oh.
Technical difficulties.
That's okay. These things happen.
Yeah, let me know if the whole server is going down. Sometimes it takes like 60 seconds for the computers to catch up with each other. Sometimes when I get kicked, you're gonna get kicked too. You know.
Oh, don't do that. Yeah, it looks like, and there we go.
Yep. Standard business practices.
Absolutely. Let me just, guys, bear with us just a moment. Just bob that holding screen up there. Close the program.
Oh man, you guys have loading screen. There's such
we
high
go.
quality entertainment. Everyone just gets to look at the stupid tabletop simulator screen on my side.
Okay, hopefully. So there is an autosave function.
Yeah.
On this game.
I think we'll be pretty darn close.
Now the only question is, which one? Autosave 1, 2. It's going to be autosave 3. I feel like 215 or 9. 220. 210. Okay, there we go. So this should be good. Maybe it didn't quite get the Scarlet Witch annihilation of Danny Rand in, but I think
Yeah, it's easy to catch that back up.
yeah. So she goes down to 1 power.
Unload it in. I'm just waiting to pick up which seat I'm at. Okay, there we go. Oops. Turn
Yeah,
on
so she's
the-
down on 1. Danny Rand is yeah, most definitely dead.
Yes. All right, so I got the settings back up. So 3, 4 damage, 2 dazed token. Yeah, I mean, when you hit him with that incinerate at the end of the last round, I was like, this is just a foregone conclusion, I think. So I think the best character to use this with is going to be my Zemo, because he can also get a heal off. Actually, Captain America's real busted up too. Maybe we go with him. Got 1, 2 characters. So I think that's probably fine. Magneto's not going right now. Scarlet Witch is going. So she's got 1 more attack. She's got a throw. Zemo's right there next to her, which is bad news bears if you want to huck something at me, because that probably takes Zemo down and dislodges another cube. So I think that forces my decision to be right here. Let's see how far away we can get. Maybe I can squeeze in over here. Let's get him over to the Extremist console where he wants to be.
Makes sense.
Oh, stop jumping around. What are you doing? I'm just going to quickly fix that if you don't mind.
Yeah, that's fine.
Well, it gets a little finicky when I hit the end of the ruler. There we go. So move, peel off a damage, and get an Avengers token. And we're good.
Okay. She will. We're going to do a Hex Bolt into Mr. Luke Cage. So 6 dice mystical.
Okay.
Oh,
he's got a 3.
1 second, and there we go. Sorry. All that happened there, guys. Sorry, because I forgot to change back. Because Danny Rand was dazed. We just moved Zemo over to here, so that over to here even, so that he is in range 1 of the objective.
Yeah, that was my leadership movement, and I was also able to remove a damage from the leadership.
Yeah, and right now we are. Scarlet Witch is going to do a builder to attack a Hex Bolt into Luke Cage.
All right. I don't think I want to bother. Do I want to bother?
Let me just delete those dice while you.
Yeah, sorry. You have not used your throw yet, correct?
I have not used my throw yet. No.
And this is your second action.
Second action, yep.
Okay. So I'm considering a Heroes for Hire bit. Just concerned that, because, again, just like we talked about, Luke Cage can do it on himself. He's going to hire himself. I'm concerned that if I do that, it's going to... I'm trying to do it so I can toss you away from this construct and not be able to pick it up. But I'm hoping it doesn't get you in range of the dumpster. Because then that's just going right into Zemo's face, I think. I'm honestly not sure I'm going to get another chance at using this. This allows me to reposition you even further away from, Baron Zemo and from Magneto, and you're kind of stuck over there. I'm going to go for it now. And if anything, Cage is going to survive something when he's at full health, so let's just go for it. So here's for hire, so Cage pays 2. I think I have to place him before the attack, right? Yes, then place character becomes start. Yeah, so place him before the attack. And he has to place within range 1 of himself. So I'm going to try and
Yes.
give myself the best angle possible at tossing you where I want you to go. So I'm going to just try and squeeze him towards Magneto as much as possible.
Yep.
I think it's going to get him to, like, right in here.
Good.
Yep, looks pretty good.
Okay, let's see what Scalawage can do.
Yeah. Alright, so we got 3 dice against Mystic.
And that is 3, but with 4 with a skull so far.
Alright, I have a crit. And I only don't count the crits against your big attacks, so...
That's correct, yes.
Alright, 1 crit, so 1 result.
I will use my Zemo reroll. Yep, nothing there.
I did move him, I just want to check. Yeah, he's still within very close to my Zemo, so I'll get my Zemo reroll. Go on, give me another one. Oh, I was rotating on a shield, darn it. So I get 1 result.
So I think you negate one as well, I believe.
Right, so
So you take
2. 4 minus
2
2.
damage. Yeah.
I don't know about that.
I do get to put a condition on you first of all, and I think that is going to be incinerate.
Yikes.
And then you get to resolve your throw.
So let's do the little widget thingy. Go over to where Luke Cage is. Alright, so I'm going to try and send her kind of towards this board edge so she's away from the dumpster if possible. Did I do it? Yeah!
I mean, she's only got a medium throw anyway, so it's that's not happening. And that will be it for Scarlet Witch.
Nice. Okay. Alright. So, first things first. I am going to try to get the most out of my War Machine character here. 'Cause there's probably a spot that I can, nuke some of these guys here. It looks like I can get 3 characters though. That's pretty cool.
Yep. Yeah, looks good to me.
First things first. He's loaded up on power and he doesn't have much to spend it on. So I'm going to start by doing a big empty the clip. Empty the clip. I'm going to put it into Magneto. So he's within range 3 of me. This is his big spender, so I'm going to spend 4 power on this.
Okay. Magneto.
When I crit on this attack, instead of rolling 1 die in for crits, he rolls 2 dice in for crits. But then, since he's overheating his guns, it damages him. Anytime I roll a crit in this attack roll, he takes a damage from it.
Yeah, whether he does a damage to me or not as well, isn't it? So
it's a big risk here.
Magneto's spending 2, which means that he gets to use his Mystic Defense, irrespective of the type of attack that's coming in. And it also means that then I can't be pushed or thrown. Not that War Machine has that trigger at the end of his, but yeah.
He doesn't move you around, he just shoots you.
This is very true.
Alright, so 8 dice.
So 8 dice into 6, but I do have cover.
Yeah, God. And I rolled like garbage. Oh, no, I didn't. Oh, no, I didn't. Oh, my God.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So I'll get 6 more dice. 8 plus 6 is 14, right?
Yep.
Yes. I told you, man. Numbers are hard. That's okay. It's pretty good. Oh, I don't kill myself. Awesome.
So 5, 6.
Yes.
I block 1. I turn 1 into a block because of wild, so 6 is 4.
I'll take it. So I don't gain power from that. But I did roll 4 crits, so I take 4 damage. Barf. Ouch. Thank God he's not going to kill himself. And for what it's with titanium armor plating, the damage reduction, it only works against enemy effects. So I'm damaging myself. I can't count it here.
Yeah, absolutely.
So let's not do that again. But I'm happy that you took a ton of damage from that. That was cool. Okay. Next up, he is going to do his Metal Storm Beam along that measurement tool there. So it looks like I'll be hitting your Quicksilver, your Magneto, and your Baron Zemo.
Yep, gets all three.
I'm going to go for Magneto first because if I can get him out of play, I can alleviate the cover the other two have.
Exactly, yeah.
So I've got 5 dice
Just
to
on that
throw.
cover as well, he will alleviate it now because Magneto is on his injured side. If he was dazed, that would still remain up the
Yes.
cover.
Yes, because the character's still in play.
Yeah, so Magneto is spending 2, and he is going to get his 6 dice again.
Yeah, he wants to live.
He really does want to live.
5 dice and Wild Bleeds. What you got?
Oh, Magneto says, I like crits.
Yeah, you do. You've already beaten me. You've already got enough blocks.
Ah, there we go. Yeah, all the blocks. There we go.
But I do get to bleed you.
Which is quite important.
Yeah, any overflow damage, right? I mean, he's already at 5 out of 8, so... next up, let's throw some dice into Quicksilver. Would you like to dodge?
Yeah, so Quicksilver is going to spend... he's going to spend Can't Catch Me.
This is like the perfect situation for you because I am targeting more than one character, so I don't get anything back when you dodge.
Absolutely. So he is spending 3 power, and it means that I get to make a short advance. So it's an advance, so I can go anywhere I want. Now, what I want to do is make sure that I am outside of the range of the attack here. So what I'm going to do is actually move myself to where have you gone? Where have you gone? Quicksilver's there. Just to here.
That's good. Alright, so that gets rid of that attack, and then I will throw 5 more dice at Baron Zemo.
Okay. Oh, do you know what I didn't do? It didn't matter, but on neither of my rolls did I roll my Zemo dice.
Yep,
Silly me.
you scored too many anyway. I guess you might have taken less damage from the
from
first one.
from the first one, yeah. So Zemo will roll 3 dice. 3 dice. Does he? He doesn't want to roll Master Swordsman. He's okay with it.
I don't think he's eligible at this point because the attack's not from range 2.
Oh, of course, yeah. Good point. And Zemo rolls horribly. I do get a reroll. And I am in cover. So if this is a block, which it's not, so I'm blocking 1 through cover.
I have 2 results, so you take 1.
Yep.
And I gain a power for that. And there's no bleed on that. Unfortunate. Alright, so that was...
I am going to spend 2 power for Counter-Strike.
Ugh, alright.
And see if we can't get rid of... and we do. Yeah, he's gone.
That's the worst for me. Okay. So... I was going to play a Taxes card, but now I think I lose my chance.
You do. Yeah, you do.
Womp, womp, womp.
Yeah, as we discussed earlier, the moment an activation token goes down, or you get dazed, that is then.
I do get a leadership.
You do indeed get a leadership, yes.
So I think that in this case, Luke Cage is probably best getting the heck out of dodge here, because I don't want to stand next to Magneto if I can help it. I think I just want to head over into this mess of a scrum over here and see what happens. And best case scenario, I think I want to stand directly on the other side of your Baron Zemo so you can't chuck stuff at me. so I'm just gonna hop over. Wait, your Baron Zemo is that one. Okay. Which one's the scroll
Yeah,
again?
this one's mine.
Which one's the scroll again? I can't remember.
The scroll's the purple one, I think.
What about purple? All right, so he's gonna move like just along that line there, be within range 1, like so.
Cool.
Remove a incinerate condition, pop, and remove a point of damage. There we go. And he has used Avengers, so he is finished.
Okay.
Maybe I should have just emptied another clip into Magneto and killed myself. It'd probably be the same result and more damage. Whoops. Oh, hindsight's 2020.
Oh, God, yeah. It's,
This is one of those rosters, like I will warn people if you're starting out the game, the best part about this roster is you get to play a bunch of cool characters. The worst part about this roster is that there's a lot to think about. There's a lot of characters on the board, and there's a lot of chances for you to make your own mistakes. But it's fun as hell.
and that is one of the most important things
That's right.
in any game, right? Not just this, but
Yep.
any game.
A wise man once told me that if you are stressed out and not having fun doing your hobby, you either are doing your hobby wrong or you need to find a new hobby.
Yeah. No, absolutely. Absolutely.
This is like the part where you got to put the Rain Man gif up, where you're measuring all these angles and all the math equations are flowing by your head.
Yeah. I was just seeing if it did, and it does. There is a needle to be thread
Oh no.
that doesn't touch either of the Zemos.
It's gonna be tricky. You need to land him like directly on the center of that line, right?
Yeah. So
Master at M. Or is he moving somewhere? Oh, he's
no,
moving. He's
this
moving
is
to within. Sorry. From my angle, I thought you were measuring from Quicksilver, but you were not.
no. Okay, I'm overlapping bases there. So let me. Oh, damn it!
Squeezing him in there.
There we go. So we are within. I just want to double check. You're okay with that? It's touching both, but
Yep.
it's not. I don't think it's overlapping in any way.
Nope, it looks totally fine to me. The only question is that now that you are measuring the movement tool from the center of Magneto's base, can you still get a line to Cage by with throwing something?
Yes,
Nice.
I believe.
Yep. Okay.
But before we throw anything, we are going to spend a power on Magneto and remove a damage. We are then going to we do need that power. Let me just try and take out Luke Cage. He's got rerolls. Zemo doesn't have too much power. Yeah, we will. We're going to spend 2 power. We're going to get rid of this construct, and we're going to throw it into Luke Cage.
You got it. All right. So size
And-
2 will deal 3 damage.
Yes.
4 dice to roll. And I don't get Zemo because that only works on attack and defense, not dodges. Oh, he wants
Wow.
to live, my friend. He wants to live. I think that blocks it all already.
Yeah, that makes the next move
Hard
a little bit easier for me. So,
Yeah,
oh,
that
sorry, I
either
needed
makes your
yeah,
next decision
spend.
harder or easier.
So I spend the power. Sorry, so
Hmm.
I'm going to give a power to Magneto
Hmm.
and a power to Zemo. Um,
Yeah, I have a crit to roll in, but I'm not going to bother because I've already defended against the damage. And nothing's at risk of triggering or whatever, so.
yeah. You can't. Yeah, you don't get anything from that, do you? And then I'm going to spend my last action to shake the bleed,
Mm, okay.
and that will be an activated token for Magneto.
All right. What am I doing here? Well, healed him now, so that's not super great. Where are we on the Sam situation over here? That's your Baron Zemo, not my Baron Zemo.
Yeah.
Oof, that looks like a good spot. I think I maybe got to her. Yeah, I think I gotta try and go for this. I really need to dislodge those tokens from you in some way. Um, yeah, I'm gonna have to go for it, I think. Do I have enough power to do both? It's 2. That is 2. Yeah, I'm gonna have to spend a stack to try and take a risk here because now that I'm down a character, it's just not a good luck. Oh, I've spent Fear of Fire earlier. Not bad. Magneto's activated, so you still have Quicksilver and Zemo. Yeah, Zemo's perfectly capable of messing you up if you're not careful around him, so. Alright, here goes nothing. Big gamble, see if it pays off. I'm going to spend 2 power for a charge.
Okay.
Yep. And because Bird of Prey is a reactive card, I can play it in response to a thing happening, like making an attack. Normally it's very difficult to interrupt the flow of a superpower, basically. But reactive cards can do things whenever they're triggered. So he's going to move to
Yep.
there as part of his charge action. He's going to spend his remaining 2 power on Bird of Prey. And the attack he makes will be a range 4 attack into Scarlet Witch. Ignoring cover. I mean, you're out of range anyway.
Yeah, I was out of range anyway.
And
Oh,
I
of
get to
course, it's ignoring it.
add 3 dice. So it'll be a 7 dice attack into Scarlet Witch.
Yep.
Here we go. Oh, it might pay off, man. Got 4 results so far.
I am blocking 2,
2.
so that is enough.
I got a Zemo reroll because I think I'm close enough now, right?
I think you've got enough anyway. If you've done 4,
Oh, sure. Okay. All right. And I'm already
4 into my
triggering.
2.
Yeah. Okay. Sorry. I thought you said that was enough. I thought it was like enough to let her live, and I was like, oh
Oh
no.
no, sorry, no, sorry. Yeah, enough today, sir.
Yeah. Perfect. Okay. So I'm not gonna bother rerolling because whatever. So he gains a power from that automatically, and I'm going to trigger this ricochet, right? So the shield bounces off of Scarlet Witch. I think since it's making a separate attack, I think we have to place the tokens first.
Yeah, I'd have thought so.
Let me check. I don't know if that counts as a crisis effect. No, I think that's a result of dealing damage and KOing or dazing a character. So I believe that we're going to have to. Yeah. Okay. So place the tokens first. Let's see. So I don't want Quicksilver to be able to pick it up, and I think with more characters on board, it's more beneficial if I just kind of put them in different places. So I'm going to put 1 over here, because I don't want you to be able to just easily scoop both up from the same location, you know? I
No,
think
that makes
maybe
sense.
I can get the other one close enough to Cage and not close enough to Quicksilver, so I'm going to try that. All right. One down. And now I got to bounce it off of her. So within range 3.
Like it's out of Zemo, but in to
Internal
Quicksilver.
within range indicator. Yep, it is out. So I'll take my free attack on Quicksilver, I guess. Do you want to
Oh,
dash?
no, it's only 4 dice, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me just check something. Is there anything else on Bird of Prey? 3 dice attack roll. I'll give me reroll anything. And you lose flight. So,
It's
okay.
until the end of the round, some
Yeah.
days.
Yeah, I mean you're probably not coming back, but if you had a field dressing card or something of the kind, then
Yeah.
it could be relevant. But I don't think it matters here. So 4 dice into Quicksilver.
Quicksilver is, 3, but I do get 2 rerolls, which is quite nice.
And you're probably close enough to Zemos for a third reroll.
So I'll just reroll all 3 at once.
Oops.
Because
I get 2 big crits here, so that's fun. Oh man.
I'm blocking nothing.
And I've got a reroll from Zemo.
Yep.
This is a big
I'm
one.
blocking 1, sorry.
Because cover.
Cover.
Oh my goodness. Well.
Oh no, you don't.
5. I ignore the cover.
You ignore cover. 5, he takes 4 damage, and he is dazed.
Holy cow. Good work, soldier. It's Steve's line, isn't it? Wrong character? Yeah, wrong character. And I dislodged another one. Holy craw. Okay.
And
this
that
one
is
here, I think is close enough for him to pick it up.
Yeah,
so I'm
definitely.
just going to spend one of the 2 power I got and grab that. That was his first action. Oh boy. Now what? I'm not within range 1 of the console, regrettably. He's got a token. Magneto's activated. Zemo is still standing around ready to mess me up. He's got enough power to do some stuff. I think I really need to try and press this advantage. So I'm going to have Sam Wilson and I'm going to have Luke Cage both spend a power. And I'm going to disarm Baron Zemo to try and make sure he doesn't muck up any more of my plans. I'm not sure if this is the right move or not. I'm really tempted to try and save it for next round and try and slap it onto either Scarlet Witch or Magneto, but like I'm just not sure I'm going to get another chance, you know?
No, that makes sense.
So Zemo's longest attack range is range 3. And I'm pretty sure that if I grab another cube, I am going to be toast. So maybe we just GTFO? Can I get far enough away that it matters? You're unlikely to daze another character, I think. So Zemo's still healthy. Your Zemo's healthy. Yeah, no, I need to get these points. So I need to find some way of getting, as much as possible out of this. So I'm going to go over here. It's not a safe maneuver by any stretch of the imagination, I don't think, but it is what it is. Oh, man, I'm out of power, aren't I? Well, that's dumb. Well, I screwed that up. So he takes damage from bleed and does not gain power from that, and then his activation is over. Well, if I was paying attention, that might have gone better for me. It's your turn, Rich.
Yeah, Zemo spends a power, takes a damage off of Magneto.
Mm-hmm.
He then who's left?
Cage, Okoye, Zemo.
Cage already has enough for Sweet Christmas.
Yeah. We might be able to do it twice, actually. How much time is it? Oh, I just spent one. Dummy. Yeah, it costs 4, doesn't it? Wah, wah. It's okay. I can always heal.
He's immune to bleed as well. Of course he is.
It's Unbreakable Skin. I really liked his Netflix show. I was sad that it was over.
I quite enjoyed it actually. Yeah, I did quite enjoy it.
It was much better than the Iron Fist one.
That is not much of an accomplishment, though.
I read that like Disney's going to do an Iron Fist bit, or at least include him in something, and they're going to recast him. So I was kind of happy about that.
Okay, that's pretty cool. That is pretty cool.
Probably one of those garbage internet tabloids. I don't know how true it is, but it's what I read.
If it was on the internet,
You can't put anything on the internet that's not true.
it must be true, right?
Oh my god. Yeah. Common sense is certainly lacking these days, isn't it?
Do we think Zemo can fit in this gap here? It's
Oh, it's chintzy. I don't know. Bah. Yeah, I think he's gonna be on top of one of them. I'm just gonna grab this and move back to where it was. It accidentally snapped to the ruler there.
okay. Okay.
I mean, he can stand between the two characters, but he can't do that and be within range 1 of the objective, I don't think.
Yeah, I don't think he quite makes it, does he?
Yeah. Where's that M button there? Yeah, there's a bit of a shadow there. Oh, when we reloaded the game, I think the highlighter turns on and off, so.
Okay. Oh no. These right, there we go. That's as close as I can get, and no, we're not in range. So that's fine. He spends a power.
Mm-hmm.
He picks it up.
Yep, saw that coming.
And we just move back.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was afraid of, because Zemo certainly has a ton of options without making attacks. So I disarmed him, and I didn't really get anything out of that card. I probably should have waited, but it is what it is.
Danfish67 asks, what are the best Sam spam characters?
Yeah.
But best is so difficult in this game.
Yeah, we did have that conversation earlier. We hesitate to make any best in slot recommendations, right? But I can tell you what I like, and my favorites are. And if that's worth anything to you, then you can take that home and buy some minis with it. Well, you got to have Sam, right? War Machine comes in that pack, and he brings great damage to the team. I love Iron Fist and Luke Cage. I think they are both valuable adds to the squad as Avengers, and their unique and their set of superpowers and Heroes for Hire are so good in the setup that I often will try to bring both, but you can certainly get by with bringing like only one of them if you need. I like to try and squeeze in as many 2-point characters as I can, to go as just to put as many people on the team as possible, right? So I like, Okoye is very good. Running the 2-point Black Widow that you get in the core box allows you to run something like, I think you can actually squeeze in 7 characters at 17 points if you have enough 2-point characters. And you can only do that affiliated if you use the 2-point Black Widow. If you're willing to give that up, I really like the 3-point Black Widow as well. It's just a choice between, how many characters do I want to put on the board at one time. Let's see. Other standouts are Bob is hilarious and incredible. Because when he dazes himself, you can trigger your movement. those are really the big standouts. Nebula's very good because she's like an activation you can do early in the turn without worrying about the scenario, and she can do a lot of damage. Um, I don't know. What about you, Rich? Any hot tips?
Yeah, I mean, Sam Spam is not a list I have played too much, but yeah, I mean, the idea of it is you want to take lots of lower threat, 2, 3 threat characters.
Mm-hmm.
I don't mind Rocket in the list.
Mm-hmm.
Similar to why you would play Black Widow, maybe in that he can just stay on that back point, but
Mm-hmm.
but with a range 5 attack is really nice.
Yeah, he might be able to get somebody on the ot's part of a D. Oh, Hawkeye's very good. As an
Hawkeye,
inclusion.
yeah, Hawkeye is really really good. But yeah, it depends on what scenario it is.
Mm.
Um,
And who your favorite
we're
characters
all
are?
clustered. We're all clustered up in the middle here. War Machine, XLs, Vision.
Mm-hmm.
Really good. Gamma Shelter, right?
Mm-hmm.
Really, beam attacks on Gamma Shelter are overpowered because everyone is clustering in a very short, small space. So yeah, crisis dependent, but you can't go far wrong with filling your roster with
Yeah.
5-2 and 5-3 threat characters. Maybe you want to throw in there 4 there, just so you've got something that has got a little bit more to them. But yeah,
Yeah, I think in the roster that I built that's not in the 3 box challenge, I think I added it's 2 Point Black Widow, Nebula, Bob, Okoye as the 2 threats. I think all of my 3 threat characters are affiliated with Avengers. And I have like 2 other standouts, and I can't remember who's in the roster at this point, but like those 2 other things are kind of flex points because the majority of the time you're going to end up running like a maximum of 8 characters. And in certain situations, like if you have to play Demons Downtown, the 19-point scenario, you might just want a big, hefty character to stand in the middle of the table and beat stuff. I've heard that a lot of people like Scarlet Witch for that role. And you could instead of playing 8 characters at 19 points, you could play like 7 characters at 19 points, but one of them the Scarlet Witch. So I like to have basically the spammy stuff take up 8 out of the 10 character slots, and then the other 2 are your personal choices. Salt to taste.
absolutely, absolutely.
On
Okay.
my side, Crabulous is saying that he likes Medusa with Sam spam.
That works. Yeah, that works.
Rerolls are good.
Um,
Moving people around is good. She's just a good character.
yeah, absolutely. That is it for my Baron Zima.
Mm-hmm.
So over to you, good sir.
All
And I
right.
believe you have the board.
Yeah. I don't know how the hell that happened. That thing about never getting priority again, right? All right, so let's see if we can get some damage in. You've got 2 cubes right now. They're on separate characters. And, I mean, if I'm going to put the damage in, I think this might be the turn to do it. Question is, right now your Zemo is on the same point as me, so neither of us is scoring that. But if I can knock out one of these other guys, I might be able to make it work. I'm pretty sure that Okoye cannot get all the way over there, considering all the big bases and stuff that are in the way.
She wouldn't. So the only 2 people who can contest this point at the moment are the Zimas.
Mm.
Because Magneto and Luke are
Yeah, they're not healthy. They're injured.
are on there, as is Okoye. So yeah, it's Zemo's cancelling out Zemo, and that's a really important point, actually, guys. A lot of people get confused. They think that if, for example, Dan was to take out Magneto, then it's like, okay, well, he's got 1 healthy, but one unhealthy contesting this point, so therefore he gets it. Mm-hmm. You always count healthy characters. The only time you include injured is if there are no healthy characters there. There are some exceptions, Deadpool being the only one I can think of at the moment who always counts as healthy when contesting, but But yeah, just to point that out.
And that is so that's a good point. I'd like to add to that. That's for just the little box on the crisis card that says scoring, right? And sometimes there are additional effects on the crisis that require you to check for dazed or non-dazed characters. And sometimes things happen at different timings. But that is what Rich is talking about is the characters that are checked for scoring the crisis points during the cleanup phase.
Yeah.
Like sword will really mess with you because then it does stuff in the power phase, but people are going to be flipped over. There's a whole mess of stuff that'll happen, you know. So you really just want to make sure that you're taking care to read each individual card in case there's an exception to the rule.
Always, yeah. Which in Marvel Crisis Protocol, there is always an exception to the rule.
Or 4 or 7.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So I'm looking at my options here, and I'm like, I'd love to be able to score that Extremis console. I'd love to be able to smash Magneto and daze him and KO him and get him out of here. Doing 5 damage to this guy is not likely. But if I can get to a point where maybe I'm throwing him or something with the Sweet Christmas, you know, there may be some options there. I can only throw terrain, right? Terrain feature size 2 or less, yeah. So I can't throw characters at each other. So that's another example of like making sure you read everything, because not all I throw a thing superpowers are created equal.
No, absolutely not.
Unless I run away with him, I'm not getting that throw off. So,
and just remember as well with Magneto, I can spend 2 and then you can't throw.
Yeah.
You can't actually throw me afterwards as well.
Yeah, it certainly complicates the decision, doesn't it? Now, on the other hand, if I can smash your Zemo...
You can throw.
Yeah.
He is more than throwable.
I can dislodge him. I can maybe, if I roll that wild, I can throw him off the point. So even if I don't get him, I can get that. And then I have some other options available. I just, like, with that and maybe 2 attacks from Zemo, I'm just not entirely sure a KO on Magneto is likely. So I think I need to try and stop the points hemorrhaging here and do something about the scenario. So I'm going to have Luke Cage activate, and we're going to do a Sweet Christmas. My terrible impression. And I'm going to target your Baron Zemo.
Okay.
So it's 4 power. 4 power, 7 dice.
Oh, 3 defense dice with cover and reroll from Zemo.
Mm-hmm. I think I'm close enough to mine as well. Let me check. Yeah, they're like right next to each other.
Oh, Zemo likes 2 crits.
So does Cage.
That makes him feel good. Nothing else afterwards, though.
I managed to score an extra hit with that, so I have a Zemo reroll. Come on, Wild. Come on.
Well, of course you are wild fishing. It's a big roll. So I will roll my Zemo roll.
Mm-hmm.
Which does nothing, so I'm negating 3 in total.
Mm-hmm. So 2 damage?
Yeah, sounds good to me.
Alright, and so the wild throw doesn't trigger, but the automatic thing happens. After the attack is resolved, you gain the slow and stun special conditions. So, stun on Zeno. Wait, is that the wrong one? No, it's yours. Okay. And where's the slow? Slow. Baron Zeno. There we go. So now I can.
You've put the slow on yours.
Ugh.
I'll grab it and put it on mine. And
Thank
then,
you, sir.
Yeah, you're okay. So in retaliation, Zemo is going to use Counter Strike.
Mm-hmm.
And we see if we just eke out a little bit of damage on Mr. Cage. It's 2, so down to 1, unfortunately.
Take 1.
But still, you know.
Yeah, it's better than nothing.
Still reasonably happy with that.
All right, now we make some decisions. So I still think that. So I managed to hit you for some damage. I still think I need to get the points back in action here. So instead of taking a second attack and trying to finish Baron Zemo off, I'm gonna use a power. I'm gonna heal myself on this point here. Yeah, my Zemo's not damaged right now. I don't think Cap's in range. Yeah, he's not within range 2 of the console. So he's going to heal himself. Goes back down to the 1. And I'm going to take a walk and get close enough to this cube fragment over here.
That makes sense.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Try and get close enough to the other characters, like your Scarlet Witch, to maybe I can use his pseudo shield guard thing to make them attack him if necessary. So spend one last power and pick that cube up. And that's a Luke Cage activation. Alright,
Okay.
so you have a chance to play tactics cards? Right?
No. No. There's no window for me to play now.
Are you sure? Because it still becomes your turn temporarily in between my activations, right? Even if you don't have one left, because I still have characters left.
Yeah, I have nothing to play anyway, so
Okay. All right.
that is all good.
So I'll keep rolling. More missions out. So it's just Okoye and Zemo. I mean, Okoye is just standing back here feeding me points, which I need right now. So I don't think there's really a reason to put a stop to that. I think she should probably be able to make it over there in 2 moves, but it's so close. I'm not going to risk it. I'm going to have Okoye hang out here, and she's just not going to do anything. I just need those points. And
I think that seems sensible. Yeah.
yeah, and then we're going to move on to my Baron Zemo. So he's going to try and take a shot at your Zemo.
Okay.
I'm going to spend 2 power to do a Master Swordsman Sword Strike.
Okay.
So 5 dice, and I can reroll any.
Yes.
Oh boy, got a crit in there.
Get a crit. Okay, I do have a reroll. Looks
so
like
I gotta roll first. I gotta roll my rerolls first. So this
you
is
get to roll all your rerolls first. Yeah.
Tactical Genius for Baron Zemo. It's a hit anyway, so I'll just keep it that.
6.
I didn't
Yeah,
have to use the Master Swordsman rerolls, but it is what it is.
he's down.
All right. How much?
I only get 1 power because I'm stunned.
You had how much left?
2.
HP?
2 damage went through.
2 damage. Got it. Gives me my 2 power. I can spend 1 and just pick that up.
Yeah.
And I'm already standing on the button. So,
Yeah. So because now Magneto is not on his healthy side, you now claim that point.
Yep, and I will
Which is a big swing.
use another power to remove a point of damage from Luke Cage. Right, because he hasn't interacted with this objective yet.
Is Luke Cage in range 2?
Oh shoot! I moved him again. You're right. Thank you for checking that. I had made that mistake. I just didn't bother measuring. So let's put that on, and let's put that back on. Thank you, sir.
It's okay.
Yeah,
I believe end of round.
Yeah, I think it is. That's just a good example of the fact that it's really both players' responsibility to keep on top of what the rules are and what's going on.
Yeah, absolutely. Especially, and don't ever feel bad about asking somebody to measure.
Right.
If you're not sure, an eyeball, like, is Quicksilver in range to have Baron Zemo there? Like, yeah, you know that, but that's quite close.
Yeah.
If you look at where Luke Cage was there, it's not far off, but it can make the difference. It can make a big difference.
Close only counts in horseshoes and hand grenades.
This is true. Mags is about to, so Chewie says Mags is about to go nuts.
Yeah. No, he's going to blow up everybody. I think it's going to be...
Oh, he's pissed,
nutty.
Chewie. Okay, So automatic cleanup,
Mm-hmm. Let's
and
do
we get to
both
put
those.
a. I believe I've only got one construct at the moment. Yes. So we're going to put a construct here, and then power is 1, 1, 1, 2, 3, 1.
Nice.
Oh,
Yeah.
sorry. 4 for Magneto, and he takes a damage because he is still
Mm-hmm.
holding the token.
Yeah, I remembered my cubes and stuff this time. Not forgetting that.
Okay,
And you got
so
priority.
2 power on Magneto. We are putting magnetic refraction back up. We're then going to spend a power on Scarlet Witch and a power on Magneto for. Sorry,
Oh,
2 power on each.
points real quick, right? I got the
Oh, goddamn,
console.
yeah.
I got the console on either side of the board, but not the flanks. So that's
I
two.
just get the 1.
And
Yeah.
then how many cubes do I have? One, two, three, 4 cubes. So 6 total for me. Go
Yeah.
from 5 to 11. Somebody's
It's a close
closer.
game.
Yeah, that was a big swing, and I needed that. But I have a bit bad feeling about this turn.
Asteroid M
Woof.
is coming in.
Yeah, I really wasn't upset about you lifting that cube with Magneto early in the game because I was like, oh, now he can't use Magneto to just jump across the board and wreck my day. But turns out I just decided to fight you anyway. So
Yeah. Scarlet Witch does a hex bolt into Danny Rand.
okay, where is Scarlet Witch in relation to Luke Cage? All right, I think I'm gonna have Luke Cage spend 2 power and use 2 dangerous to ignore,
Okay.
and suck up that attack. So
Cool, cool,
it's
cool.
your dice versus my 3 mystic.
Yes. She doesn't like it when you.
Well, he's going to be a tough nut to crack here. I rolled a crit. Oh, yeah. Defending with 3 dice results. Am I close enough to my email? Let's see. I am. I
Yep,
think that
as
might
am
be.
I. Do I get my reroll?
Oh, man. Oh, yeah, okay. So I can do the 1 reroll on the hit. I forgot I was defending. Yes!
5 from me.
4. Haha! So pretty good. So I only take 1?
Yep. In 1. And what is that, a once per turn, or is that unlimited?
I think it's unlimited.
It is indeed unlimited, yeah.
Yep. Yeah, it's basically just like Bodyguard would be, but the requirement is that Luke Cage is within 2 of the attacker, rather than Luke Cage is within 2 of the defender.
You know, I messed up there then, didn't I? I could have been millimeters further over,
Oh yeah,
and it
I
would have.
suppose. Right. Yeah. I mean, I'm a kind of on the lip of your base, but you're right. There's a
Yeah.
bit of room where you could have moved
Oh, I
even
could have.
further away.
I could have put her in.
Mhm.
Put her in there. Yeah.
This
Well.
is a great example of how this is a game of inches, right? Like those tiny little placements and movements can matter. And I think if anyone watching this is a fan of other streams or anything, if you ever watch somebody that's like really good at this game, they'll make all these tiny little movements that you're gonna be like, wait, why is he doing that? And then 30 minutes later, it'll pay off, and you're gonna be like, oh, okay, I see.
That's why. That's a thing.
Yeah.
That's a real thing that happened. Um. She will do a hex bolt into Iron Fist.
Okay. Just checking to see, do I want to interrupt that now that you're gonna have enough to throw stuff at me? I think I probably still want to steal this attack. I think it might remove Cage, but it also makes it much more likely that Danny Rand survives because I really want to be able to use that Iron Fist. I think that might be the key to pulling this out. So I think I'm going to do 2 dangerous to ignore again.
Okay.
3.
Get a crit.
I get 1 wild, and I have a Zemo reroll that I'll use.
And
Or
another
try to use.
success. I have 1 Zemo reroll.
Oh my god, you're gonna blow me
I
out of the
don't
water.
think you can.
There's no way.
Yeah, that is 4, 5, 6.
Yeah. So I block 1, goes down to 5. I reduce 1, goes down to 4. I'm still exploded here. So I take 2 damage, gain 2 power. Before I leave the board, you get to place this little cube here.
Yeah. Let's place it just here.
Right next to the lady. You got it.
That's like quite a nice place for it to be.
All right, and let's grab Mr. Cage and get him out of here. So leadership on Sam, I think, is the way to go here. So we're going to do the Avengers token. I'll remove the bleed condition, and I'll remove a damage point from him.
Yep.
I think we just kind of want to probably get him closer to my Baron Zemo. Yeah. There's no way he's getting... Alright, we'll give it a shot. I'm going to see if he can get close enough to the console to start his turn there. But it's probably not going to happen. Come on. There we go. Now it looks like it's out of range. Oh well.
Yeah.
Still got...
It was close.
Yeah, I still got all the things I wanted, so that's cool.
Scarlet Witch will then spend 1 to interact, take a damage off of Magneto. She will then... Have a quick think about this. So we've got some constructs. We're going to throw something. It's just that who. Danny is fairly good.
Yeah, I mean, he's got 3 physical...
3. Zemo is 4, I believe. Is that right?
No, I think it's
3
still
as well.
3.
Okay. Yeah, she is going to spend 3.
Mm-hmm.
She's going to pick up this construct here and throw it into Zemo.
You got it. All right, you get to roll 3 dice. Block something. Nice. I block 1, so I take 2 damage from that.
Yep.
Leaves him alive.
I will give a power to Magneto and a power to Baron Zemo. And pick it up.
You got it.
Cube fragment. And then that will be it for the witch.
Nice. Okay. So, all right, Danny. I sacrificed Luke Cage to give you this opportunity to go nuts, and you're within range 2 of Zemo. And if this doesn't pay off for me, I think my Zemo gets dazed. So, I really needed to do something cool here.
Well, I think you are. Whoever you're attacking, you're giving an activated token anyway, aren't you? As long as you don't attack Scarlet Witch.
That's right. So I'm gonna see if I can get a pass on this big Magneto explosion that's gonna happen. So I'm gonna activate Iron Fist. I'm gonna spend 8 power, and I'm gonna do the Iron Fist, targeting Magneto.
Magneto will spend 2, as you could probably imagine.
Super Ground Punch, go!
It's the big roll.
Yeah. All right. It is 8 dice, right? 9 dice.
It's 8. Yeah. It's 9 dice. 9 dice, 8 power. Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, I was thinking of. I think War Machine Spender's 8.
There's some shenanigans in there.
That's pretty great. That's pretty great.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Yeah, let's roll those crits.
Oh, that's not looking good for Magneto.
Oh, I scored 2 more. I don't even need the Zemo reroll. Well, I mean, I can't use it on the skull, but holy crow.
Okay, I'm blocking 3, 4. So what's that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 4 to 6. Yeah, he takes 5 damage.
Oh my god, I KO'd him with that? Holy cow. Well, the good news for you is that you get to ignore all the other stuff the attack does.
Yay!
I'm gonna scoop that cube right up there on Danny Rand here. All right, that sacrifice was worth it, Luke Cage. You've done your job well. And he's removed, and then we're going to do the other action here. Range 3, right? Where's that button? All right, so being within range 3 of your Baron Zemo, I'm going to... Ooh, that's going to be a tight squeeze, isn't it? Maybe I'd better try and hit Quicksilver with it. Yeah, so I'm going to try and give Quicksilver more power? That seems not ideal. Yeah, certainly not ideal. Okay, so we're going to do a flying kick into Scarlet Witch because I know I can count on her lower defense against physical, and that gives me the positioning I want after the teleport. So 4 dice, physical. Not bad, sir. I'm going to throw this wild again with a Zemo reroll.
Blocking 2 at the moment. I also have the Zemo roll.
Yeah, mine doesn't help me this time. So 3 results from me.
Mine does. Blocking 3.
Nice. Good job. So I gain 1 power automatically and then place within range 1 of Scarlet Witch. And I'm going to just snuggle him up right next to Baron Zemo here.
Like to that Magneto-sized gap.
Come on. There we go. That's close enough. He's not touching or overlapping, is he? No. Okay, good. Alright, so I gained that power. I'm going to spend that power on the console, and I'm going to use it to heal 1 point of damage from... Do I think Zemo can survive? He's only got 1 damage. You've got Quicksilver left, and you've got Zemo left. Yeah, I'm going to use it to heal Zemo, because I think there's a chance that maybe he lives... maybe. If I get the one off there, so let's do that. And that'll be it for Iron Fist's turn.
Okay. Silver goes next.
Yeah. So you're never down and out in this game. Never quit a game of Marvel Crisis Protocol, let me tell you.
Oh god, no. Spend 2 power. And do a Cyclonic Vortex into Baron Zemo.
Okay. I think you're within range 2 of me, right? I'm going to do Master Swordsman to defend against this.
Okay.
Unless there's something where I can't reroll against you.
No. You can absolutely reroll.
Okay. So 3 dice, and I can reroll any. Give me a crit or something, come on.
I'm okay with that. 3 so far.
I'm getting great use out of these rerolls. That was 0 to begin with.
And I've got my reroll from Zemo. 3.
Okay. Let's do something here. So all 3 were hits, so I'm going to pick up and reroll all 3 for Master Swordsman. Not much better. I'm going to pick up and reroll 1 for Tactical Genius. Nope. So I block 1, take 2, that dazes him.
I get to make a medium advance. So let's have a little look here.
Right,
I want to make sure. We want to make sure that we are still within. Put that there. That on top of it. I don't know why I did it like that. He's spending 2 power and he's picking them up.
Okay. Yeah, I saw that coming. There's no way you're going to let that go by.
We will then spend 2 power.
Mm-hmm. Oh, so sorry, real quick, because you're
Oh, you get to do a
Yeah. I was just waiting for
movement.
the end of the attack
Yep.
to unwind itself. Right. So we definitely want to be leaving. What a wonderful idea. You have a range 3 builder, is that right?
I do have a range 3 builder, yep.
All right. Let's try and not be in range for his next attack, shall we? Don't want to go that far away, and since it's not a push, I can move along the tool like as much as I want, but not too much. I don't have to go the full distance, so I'm just going to place myself like just outside the range 3 there.
Yep, makes sense.
He heals 1 and can't remove a condition, so... Oh, shoot, he already used it. Crap. I'm so sorry.
Oh, he has already used it, yeah.
Let's just put him back. I think he was like right over there. Rewind. Sorry, everybody. Let's see. So I have basically it's Okoye left. Okoye and Iron Fist could spend it, but no, I think I'm gonna do Okoye. So she's gonna that Avenger's token. That's why I use those tokens on my cards because that's the only way I can frickin' remember who's used it. Then you know you're cheating. All right, I'm gonna move a little bit this way. Place there. We go. And she's good.
Okay. In that case, then we will spend 2 power.
Mm-hmm.
No, we won't. Let me try and get a cheeky. Yeah, we do 2 power.
Mm-hmm.
6 dice into Danny Rand. See if we can get a couple of damage on him.
Okay. So I get to roll my 3 dice here. I think I'm close enough to Zemo for rerolls. And I can count blanks in defense here.
Oh, okay. He's rolled okay. We've
Nice.
got. Let me just check.
Danny's turning up to the fight now. He's real inspired after that punch. So I block 3.
4, so 1 goes through.
Yep.
Which
so
I'm okay with.
Not gonna reroll those blanks with Zemo because I want to count them.
And then Quicksilver is going over here. And that will be it for Quicksilver's turn.
Mm-hmm. Alright, so now I have Sam and I have Okoye left. You've got Zemo nearby. I think Sam wants to GTFO. Get away from Zemo. Alright, so Sam's going to activate. I think I'm going to spend 2 power to do a charge. And if I get this right, I'm hoping I can then move to that other console or something. I need to check. Oh, I can't bounce off of him and hit her. I can hit your Zemo though, maybe with a bounce.
From Quicksilver?
Oh, no, sorry. If I were to attack either Scarlet Witch or Zemo, or your Baron Zemo with a shield throw, then I could probably bounce it into the other one of those two. But there's no way I can...
That makes more sense. Sorry, I was like, Zemo's further away from
yeah, you're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. But Quicksilver's the one with 2 cubes. Ugh.
He is indeed, yes.
I only have the 2 power. Sham. Okay. They're both injured. I only have an injured character there. You're gonna end up scoring that point. Unless I can knock one of you off of it. Maybe if I make Zemo chase me, it matters. Alright, so let's head kind of close to this direction then. So I'm just going to snap this and get rid of that because I don't need it. He's going to move over to here. Right here. And going to make a shield throw attack at... yeah, let's go with Baron Zemo. So 4 dice and a Baron Zemo.
Okay.
At 1 and 1 wild.
Blocking 2 at the moment.
Well,
I
don't
gather
get a
you're
reroll.
out of reroll
Yeah,
range.
definitely out. Yeah. So that'll be no damage. I gain a power from the attack.
You get
and
the
I get to bounce.
you get the bouncer.
Yep. So I'll do 4 dice into Scarlet Witch. All right.
Scarlet Witch is blocking 1 at the moment.
I got 2.
I will do my reroll. So yeah, blocking 1.
Take 1 damage. Cool. I gain 1 power. I can push when I deal damage with this attack. It's just so good. I just really wish this was like core box Captain America's shield throw. It makes me feel that way because like he's the super soldier. His should be the thing that pushes on attacks, you know.
Yeah.
But hey, we can't have everything we want in life. So it's gonna push this direction. Get her off of that point. Maybe I can score it. And then fly away. Because he's still earning me points over here. Oops. Can I get within range 1 and be on top of this truck? No. Definitely not. Alright, I'm just going to head on over. And with 1 of the power I gained from that, I'm going to spend it and remove a damage thanks to the Extremist console.
Makes
And
sense.
he's finished. You're up. I think you have
Zemo
left.
will do a sword strike into Iron Fist.
Okay. And my Zemo is dazed, so I cannot use his rerolls, but at least I still count my blanks. Which is 2.
3. 1 more would be nice. 1 more is very
He
nice.
gets it. No. So I take 2 from that.
Yep.
And nothing I can do in response, so... Have a E.
Spend 2. And we will do a Steel Rush.
Mm-hmm. Got 3 dice to defend.
Oh, that's very nice.
Oh my goodness. Ouch. So I got a crit. Jeez, got 3 crits. Oh my
Yeah, I don't think you can... that's 7.
Oh my god. Yeah, I blocked 2. That's no way. So that's 2 damage. I drop a cube, and he is KO'd out of the fight.
We will spend a power to pick that up. We're choosing to not advance.
Okay, I was just going to ask.
Medium.
Alright, so he's out. Ouch. That sucks.
And that is the end of Zemo's turn.
Alright. Well, maybe we can get him. So I've got a Koei left, basically. I think she's probably going to be out of range. Yep. Alright, so if I'm double move up there, we can cancel out you scoring that point. At least that's good. At least that's something. But you're still getting way more points on cubes than I am, which is not good. Do you win with just your cubes here? You have
No. 1, 2, 3. Puts me on
4?
14.
Okay.
14, 15 if you don't move this point. 14 without.
Yeah. So I think the best move then is I think to try to get onto that point. So I'm gonna move up once. Oh, it's actually within range 2 there. Gonna make me make these terribly hard decisions, aren't you?
No, I don't think it. Well, it was red.
It was red. Yeah. Okay. You're right. I can see colors. It's. I can't imagine how late it is for you, and I'm sorry to make you play this late. But
It's 20 to 4 in the morning.
you're a trooper. You do it all for your fans.
I do it for all for the content.
That's right.
Crazy
So,
thing is that like the highest percentage of the viewers are from the US.
uh-huh.
I always find it really weird. I think like Nate has like really high UK and Europe, but for some reason like my US viewers
Yeah.
are like really high. So maybe it's just like the Americans like listening to me and the English like listening to Nate. Maybe it's
It's
a
the
change
accent.
up.
It's the accent. It's got to be.
Absolutely.
All right, that'll be 2 movement actions for Okoye. She's going to be there on the point, try and prevent you from scoring that, and I don't know where we go from here, but so you're going to gain 4 from the cubes, right? And I gain
Yep. It'll put me up to 14.
1 from
You're going to
cubes
be
and
on.
2 from the points. Oh no, sorry, I don't
Nope,
score
just
that
one.
point.
Just one from the points. So yeah,
My mistake.
somebody's closer. I think was the
Yes.
terminology used.
Yes, that Happy Gilmore quote.
Um.
Clean up.
So I think then automatic cleanup. Yeah. And 1, 2 for Zemo and a damage. 2 for Scarlet Witch and a damage. 1, 2, 3 for Quicksilver and 2 damage, which is less than ideal.
My Captain America is the only one that got power from the cubes here.
Yep. But the question is, she is not within 2. Okay. But she is within 2 of Zemo here. I have to go with the witch first because she's the big G for the damage. So she's going to do a hex bolt into Baron Zemo.
All right. What are the chances that Okoye survives this? They're both loaded up on power. I mean, with a big spender, Okoye can be just as dangerous as the next guy, I think. But Zemo brings the mobility that I might need to win this fight, so I think I'm going to bodyguard it.
Yep. I think that's sensible, right? Okoye is probably not.
Yeah, I mean, he can
Going
move
to-
and attack, and I think that's more valuable in this situation, so I'd rather her dazing than him. Let's see what happens.
Makes sense.
All right, 3
Makes
dice.
sense. How far in on this stream are we? 3 hours 56. Wow. 6 dice.
If your viewers are still here, thank them.
Oh, that's a crit and all sorts of shenanigans.
That's going to really mess me up, yeah. So I do get an Okoye reroll for General of the Dora Milaje.
I'm doing 5. You do have a Zemo reroll
And
as
a
well.
Zemo reroll. So if I get both of these, I might survive. Nope, none of them.
Got a Zemo roll there as well. So yeah.
Bye, girl.
So 1, 2, 3. Yeah, 4 damage goes through.
And she's got... Well, no, not dazed, because she's KO'd. No, delete that. And pull her off the board.
Which then leaves me with 8 power, so I'm going to spend 6 of that
Ugh.
to do a cruel twist into Baron Zemo.
God, it's range 3. Ugh. Nuts. Okay. So he's got 3 dice. And is it within range 2 of me? Probably not. So, and it's not even a physical attack. I don't know why I was checking. Sorry. Roll 3.
No, it's okay.
Oh, I
We are
missed my
2,
leadership trigger. Oh well.
3, 4, 5, 6.
Alright, so I got a crit. I think he might live. Maybe.
I am piercing as well.
Okay, so I'm
I
blocking.
haven't done a. I've got a reroll.
Yep. I get my Baron Zemo reroll, which I'll do.
Yeah, so I get another one.
Alright, so I'm showing 3 blocks and you get to pierce 1?
Yeah, I think it's just 1. Let me double check.
Yeah, I think it only triggers once, right?
Yeah.
Alright,
So
again,
I
2
am
blocks. 2 blocks.
4, 5, 6, 7.
7 minus 2 is 5. Is that going to get him? Yeah, it is. Oh, gosh. Ugh, alright. Well, no sense in crying over spilled milk. Let's just peel that guy off the table. Am I holding cubes on him? No, I'm not. Baron Zemo. This is mine. Yes, because he's full. Good to double check. I've pulled the wrong Zemo off the board before. It's just embarrassing.
And that is it.
Yeah.
That is it for.
Alright. I think this has become an insurmountable obstacle. But I'm still going to throw my shield at stuff and enjoy playing this game. He's dazed and KO'd, so at this point I will leadership trigger on Sam Wilson. And we'll get... yeah, so I think the big mistake there, right, is that I forgot to trigger the leadership off of Okoye leaving the table. And I should have had Zemo move away from Scarlet Witch.
Okay.
But I missed the opportunity, so that's on me.
I don't know if. Yeah, you could have done as well. Sorry, mate, I didn't even.
That's all good. I only remembered it after we were rolling dice, and that is definitely after the point in time which I can make that decision. I think I was just too upset that I got blasted. Never get.
Oh, you also rolled one. Zemo has 4 dice for Mystic. Well, yeah, you exploded a crit there, and I've just realised
I didn't roll enough dice, did I?
Yeah, but you rolled a crit, which you rolled in, but you don't get to count or roll crits against Zemo,
so it's
against
really
that attack.
No difference then, right?
So yeah, if you would have had one, you've only blocked 1 there because you can't count your crit. I pierce, you block.
Yeah,
so it's
he's
1
dead
wild.
Anyway. He's dead anyway.
Yeah,
sorry about that. I forgot
Ravensguard,
about that.
Yeah, my fault, mate, as well. Ravensguard, thank you for that.
Nice.
But
okay.
I think you ultimately rolled 4 dice in the end, didn't you, sir?
Yes. Yeah, I think it all works out. Comes out in the wash. But it's good to clarify the way we're supposed to have done it.
Absolutely, yeah.
Okay, so I've got Falcon left. Boy, oh boy. I'm pretty sure that Quicksilver doesn't go down or anything, so... do I just try and... Because he gets to reroll, he gets to move. That all sounds really, really bad.
You've got Sam's movement, remember?
Yes, correct. Let's get him back in the fight, because, there's no way I win without shaking those cubes off. I think that you're at 14 right now, so even Quicksilver wins you this game. I'm almost positive that anything I do at this point doesn't really matter to the outcome, but like I said, I just want to roll some dice, so we'll see where that gets us. If you don't mind, of course.
No, absolutely not.
And
Absolutely
I'll
not.
be out of activations, and we can probably end up calling it, because you can just run the table. We'll spend 2 power to charge. Let's see how close we can get to the button. Press the button.
Oh, that's actually quite close.
Yeah.
That's close enough.
Sure is. Close enough for what I want to do. I'm going to throw that shield at Zemo there.
Zemo's going to spend 2
Mm-hmm.
for
Master
Master Swordsman.
Yep, I'm close enough. I figured it would be better off to get to the objective than it would be to stay out of range 2 on him. It's not a bad roll, Cap. Got a crit. So, 3 results
At
for
the
me?
moment. I got some rerolls.
Mm-hmm.
So Master Swordsman first, and then
Mm-hmm.
I can never remember it. Strategic Genius, is it?
Yeah, I think so. Tactical Genius or something.
Yeah, so 1, 2, 3, 1, 2 takes the damage.
Nice. Alright, that gives me a push. And I gain a power. I think I'm just going to shove him directly away. I'm not going to bother with the 90-degree tool. We know that it's within that
It's
V.
most definitely away.
So that was one action because it was a charge. I gained power back. I'm going to use that power to heal myself on the console. And I'm going to... that definitely gets her out of the way. Zima could just come back in. I think I'm gonna make him have to charge here. I'll throw my shield at Baron Zemo.
Okay.
Or he just runs away
Zima's
if he
going to spend
survives.
2 again.
Yeah. Is he still within range too?
Oh, of course, you've got to be in range 2, haven't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, ignore that. He doesn't spend 2.
I make that mistake all the time. I always forget there's a range requirement for it.
Oh, he do. That's horrible.
I am blue player.
1 at the moment.
Yeah, okay, so I did roll. I was checking my roll because I think this is like the exact same symbols I came up with last time, and I was like, did I roll?
Zima reroll.
Yep.
Yeah, block 1, so takes 2.
Nice. Okay, and I get a bounce off this one. 1 automatic power, and we will bounce to Scarlet Witch there.
Are you pushing
and-
Zima?
If this tank does damage, yes, I have to push prior to doing the bounce. So let's do that.
Is that a thing?
I think so, right? Because it ricochets after the attack is resolved. After the attack. After,
No, you get
so
to
they both-
choose.
I do get to choose.
I feel like this is a braid bash scenario.
You're correct. It is. Now that I've read it, now that I've actually stopped to read the card. So I'm gonna do the ricochet attack before pushing him because I don't want to push him out of range 3 if possible.
Yeah.
So 4 dice to Scarlet Witch here. Ooh, those got some numbers on them. 3 crits. Oh my god, Cap is pissed.
2 at the moment. I don't think.
Oh my
Oh,
god,
it doesn't matter anyway. I know. Yeah, so I'm out of range. So blocking 2.
I got 6.
Wowzers.
What pro?
2. That's 4. Yeah, she is down.
Oh my goodness. Okay, that's a game changer. All right. I might end up getting close enough to there. Okay. So I gain a power for that. Alrighty then. I gotta resolve that push on your Zemo. Back in time. Was that Wayne's World thing? Flashback.
Chewie says Sam on Extremis is really good.
I am learning this. Yeah, he's good at like wandering around the corners and just kind of doing this sort of nonsense. So he's gonna spend 1 of the power that he gained to pick up that other cube, and he's gonna spend 1 of the power that he gained. Wait, did I heal myself on this thing already? I think I did.
Yeah, you did it.
Okay,
You
so
did it,
I'll just keep the power then. So I've got 2 left. His activation is over, and maybe that's not immediately the game. No, it still is because Quicksilver.
Yeah, Quicksilver's going to go up.
It doesn't even have to fight. It just hangs out, scores points, doesn't afraid of anything.
Much to hear.
Mm-hmm.
Spends the power. Heals himself.
Mm-hmm.
Zemo spends end of turn for Quicksilver.
Mm-hmm.
You've got nothing anyway, have you, sir?
Correct.
Zemo spends 2
Charge.
for a charge. He will then spend another 2 for Steel Rush.
Mm-hmm.
And do a 6 dice physical into.
All right, I'm going to spend 2 to put up the shield.
Makes sense.
Vibranium shield. I wanna survive this fight. So I roll 5 dice instead of 3.
You may very well.
I got a crit. It's gonna help.
I can't. Yeah, you've got. I can't even reroll in. So
Nice.
Did I get the wild? Actually, I'm going to do my.
Mm-hmm.
You should do it just to see if I do get the wild, but no, of course not. Um,
The one
okay,
time it matters, it doesn't matter.
yeah. Sword strike.
Yep. All right, so I'm down to 3 dice because I don't have any power to spend. That's okay. Got one. 1 out of 3 is not bad.
Reroll. 2.
All right, I take 1. I
The bleed.
live. Woohoo! I'm bleeding again. Crap.
And then he'll spend that power to heal himself.
Mm-hmm.
End of round. I'm scoring 4, putting me on 18.
I think Sam's still healthy, right? So I would score that
Yes.
Extremes console.
3.
And my
Yeah, so
2
you'd
cubes?
be 16.
Yeah. That's respectable. I'll take it, considering how many
16 to
mistakes I
18.
made this game, I think.
Really good game, buddy. Really
Yeah,
good game.
absolutely.
I kept forgetting things towards the end then.
Well, that's understandable.
I've
It's
been,
like 4 a.m. for you. I don't have
been
any
up nearly
excuse.
I've been up like 24 hours.
All right.
I was up at 4 a.m. this morning, so yeah.
I won't keep you then. Thanks for the game, man. It was a blast. It was a lot
No,
of
that's cool.
cool stuff happened, so I'm happy.
No, absolutely, absolutely. Hopefully for everyone watching, that was good. Hopefully it was useful. I'm cool for a couple of minutes. So if there are any questions from anyone watching, for me or indeed for Dan,
Yeah, I'll stick around if you want.
speak now or forever hold your peace. So I'll give everyone a second because it does take a little while to go through. But yeah, I really enjoyed that.
While we're
Yes,
waiting for them to catch up, what's your favorite $3 Crisis roster that you've seen out of the guys that we've got going on here?
I think the most imaginative is Lexa's. I think she's done a really good job of taking a very different approach. Mark's is pretty good. The Spider Foes.
I was going to mention his. Did he actually put Goblin in his roster? Or did he leave Goblin
He
in the
did
category?
put Goblin. Yeah, he did.
Okay. I thought there was some talk about him like, I'm going to take the Goblin box, but not use the character. I'm just going to get Blind Obsession because it's a great card.
I think that was a bit of a bit of bravado. Potentially. Well, look, it looks like everyone from my side has gone to sleep, so that is more than okay with me. So, yeah, Dan, thank you for the game, buddy. Really, really enjoyed it.
You too, man.
Just before you do go, where can everyone find you?
Oh, yeah, of course. So, I have a YouTube channel and I have a Twitch. This will be streamed to Twitch. If you're in the Discord, links are in the content sharing channel. And my YouTube channel is, it's like youtube.com/quote my name, I believe. If not, I'll correct it. I'll get a link out to Rich and any sharing if you want. But if you want to talk to me on Discord.
Already a link down in
Perfect.
in the description of this video.
Yeah.
For your YouTube.
Yeah,
so,
you're the man. Thank you for promoting.
Oh, mate, not a problem at all. Not a problem. Like I say, guys, go and check out Dan's battle reports. They're really, really good. Some really good content. And also, you can catch us both on Across the Bifrost as well. Because I believe you do some written word stuff on there as well, Dan.
When I have the opportunity, which is rare at this point, but I do like to try and put some opinions down on paper if I can. But yeah, if you want to talk, I'm usually more available to just kind of chat than I am to write articles. I'm happy to answer questions or have a fun conversation on Discord if you want. You can at me at quote my name there as well.
Perfect. Excellent. Guys, to everybody else, have a fantastic whatever day it is. I've lost track. But stay well, keep safe, be good to each other, and until next time, bye for now.
Cheers, everybody.